All right. So what's up? Are you guys gonna go look right away? Are you gonna spend some time stuff? Um.
Well, we found out about the nimble right when when did Groc tell Norf about the nimble right? Was it when we got home or what? When
we were in the
It would have been immediately when we met up at the docks.
Okay.
when we
got
were
it.
in the wagon talking.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't in that conversation because I was just too busy being a business.
Yeah, you were cooking.
So yeah, you guys can finish up with whatever you want to do with that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So should we tell Dynn to like stop cooking so we can head back, or what? Or should the three of us just go?
Leave Dynn to start cooking. I'm sure the three of you will be fine without him.
I mean, depending on the situation, yeah, but still. It's
So-
your guys' call. I'm not there.
We'll be fine. Dynn can't handle himself.
I think you mean Dynn panhandled himself.
And cooking should keep him busy for a while. So
Someday I'm gonna beat the puns out of you. All right, so let's go look for him.
yep.
That was out of game.
So you guys are going to just take you're gonna like leave your food cart off on the side, letting Dynn earn a couple extra coins. You guys are going to just take a taxi all the way back towards your place.
Yeah, I want to sell the goth corpse first though, because better to sell that sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
It is a decaying corpse.
Do you guys want to borrow Brekkie to get home faster? Or?
Nah.
Better to leave Brekkie with you.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I can just tell him to come back. Oh, actually, better not to leave him alone. Yeah.
You can give him bubbles or something.
No,
If you
none of us can really
I'll just-
utilize them.
Yeah, and I guess in the case if I ever have to fight anything by myself, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be better to have Bubbles and Brekkie. Technically, I'm allowed to use both of them now in a turn because me and Ghost had to talk about the extra attack thing. Are you still fine with that? I'm just making sure. Because again,
Sorry.
you might have forgotten about that.
Fine with what now?
I asked if I could use one of my extra attacks to command Bubbles and Brekkie if I ever have Bubbles and Brekkie too, if I had to have them both out or something.
Well, what it is
That's not
supposed
how
to
extra
be.
attack works, though.
Well, yeah, extra attack's supposed to be just same weapon, so that's why I wasn't sure if like you were fine with that before or not. Because I think you said it was okay, but if you want to change your mind about that, that's fine too. I'm just making sure.
I'm even thinking about just giving them their own initiative, and they can just have their own turn and their own action.
Can they just go after me?
They usually get their own initiatives
Yeah.
before or after, but they can just take their own turn to do what they want. Like you can be like, Bubbles is going to go and attack the statue on the left, while Brekkie is going to flank to the statue on the right.
So okay, I can still give him a command.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. I thought you were gonna save that until I leveled up to level 8 and just take my feet away for that.
I'll just say.
No, thank you.
All right, so you leave Dynn all by himself at the side of the road at the dock as all the other workers, continue to load and offload the ships, while Groc, Norfinas, and Pride take a taxi and they make their way back towards Troll Skull Manor.
I want to find a magic shop to sell the goth corpse to, though, first.
Oh yeah. I guess before you leave, can Dynn ask what information you want me to look out for while I'm like just in the area at least, just in case I hear anything?
Norfinas will answer this one unless Pride has anything to say, or Groc. But you need to look
Any
out.
information about the Seabane's Fair, who frequents it,
Who works
usually
there.
what the crew can be seen doing if they're coming and going,
Let me write
when
these
they're
down, just
usually
out of
coming
game,
and
just to try to
going.
remember. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab some paper, write this down just so I can be a little safe, because I don't know what I just don't want to risk anything with information.
Also,
Sorry.
what times the showings are for their thing.
Sea Maiden's Fair, got it.
And also what their uniforms are and what common races are typically wearing those uniforms.
Sea Maiden's Fair, uniforms, and performance times. And do you want me to be on the lookout for that one noble? What was his name?
Rhaegar?
Rhaegar.
Raynar.
No. That's been sorted out.
Okay, so I don't need to look into that. Like if I see him like
No,
walking
that's been-
around, I should.
No, Norfin Pride knows about that, so that's all been sorted out.
Okay, I guess if I see a random Raynar pop up, then I guess I'll leave it alone.
Yep.
All right. Other than the Sea Maiden's Fair, anything else I should look into?
Just anything about nimble rights, honestly, if a random one turns up.
Yep. And I'll give you, and of course I should still have the thing. So
Well,
Groc
no,
has
we
the thing
need
now,
it.
so yeah, fine. Yeah, Groc had the thing. So anyway, you guys have it anyway.
Yeah.
I was gonna hand it back to you anyway. Is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Nimble rights. Got it.
But yeah, that's about it if Pride doesn't have anything else.
All right, go on, you crazy kids.
All right, so you wanted to make a pit stop along the way. Are you like gonna try and find something in your immediate vicinity, or are you gonna like scour the area for like magic shop?
I'm gonna find the magic shop that I first noticed on our way back. Troll Skull.
Oh, on your way back from Troll Skull, or on the way to Troll Skull?
On the way back to Troll Skull.
Oh, on the way back to Troll Skull.
Right, the inn's name is Troll Skull. I keep forgetting what that is. I keep forgetting what the name was. I was trying to,
Yeah,
I was trying to look that
really
up. But I
need to
didn't want to
decide on
spoil
a
myself
name.
or anything, so I didn't.
All right,
Troll Skull Alley, I think it's called.
Norfinas, roll me a history check, because you would know the city better than Pride
Right.
would.
Okay, give me a sec. 16.
Based off of where you are, you know there's like a bait and tackle shop nearby that would probably love to have these bits and pieces just to try and turn it into fish bait. That there's been a quest going around for the best bait to try and catch Old Muggy. Old Muggy is this great big sturgeon that tends to live into the harbor, and despite many years of people trying to catch it, Old Muggy can just never be caught. And so this bait and tackle shop, they've been offering top dollar for what might be the best bait. And based off of what this gazer kind of looks like, you think, you know what, these tentacle eyes, they look like they could pass for really good worms.
Well, we could try and sell the gazer to a bait and tackle shop I know about. There's a quest going on that they set up that wants the best
Correction.
bait.
It's not a gazer,
goth.
it's a goth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goth.
They both start
Oh,
with
fleshy.
G.
I guess the goth's a little bigger than a gazer
Yeah, gazers are like a baby beholder.
Right.
and very stupid, as I've learned from the recent episode I watched.
But yeah, you can try and sell it there because they've been after the best bait to try and catch a pretty famous fish around here.
Okay, so I mean, unless they can pay like 300 to 500 dragons,
Just
they probably can't afford it.
just take it to them and see what they say. That's all I can really offer to you at this point in time.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, unless there's a shop that specifically buys monster corpses and such.
Do I need to make another history check for that one?
Go for it.
$22.
Yeah, you know that a little bit out of the way, there is a magic shop. They tend to deal a bit more on the odd curios. Not talking about old Zoblob's place, purple
Yeah.
shit. We're talking about this one place that tends to deal in the magical artifacts, rarities, helmets, swords, shields, armor, you name it.
Well, the other option is we go and take this to a... Well, this is out of the way, but we can take it to a magical place that's into rare stuff.
We're gonna go try that one.
You could compare the pair. But, yeah. It's up to you.
Let's go with the rare magical shop, to be honest.
Alright. I'll sort of tap the front and tell the cab driver to go to the magical place.
All right. So after about maybe 15-20 minute carriage ride off towards the northwest, you come across this shop called the Battle Mage of the Seven-Headed Hydra. You make your way inside, and when you're usually ready to hear the ba-ching ding ding of like a goblin, instead the door opens with a you look around, you realize, wow, automatic doors.
Ah, nice.
Inside, you can see all sorts of oddities and curios. You see like a double-domed helmet, as if implying it might be for an Etin. You see a gigantic piece of battle armor that you think probably fell off the side of a Goliath, but with 4 arms. You see a pair of pants. Don't look anything like that. But then all of a sudden, randomly every 10 seconds, it changes elements to being on fire, on ice, glowing green, pitch black, smoking. Moving along, you see other curios. You see plethora of magic wands just sitting in a bucket. You see a bunch of staffs hanging from the walls on strings. You see an umbrella.
Does the umbrella seem to do anything?
I don't know. Roll me investigation.
Oh boy.
Don't die.
Hold on. I shall not curse this, for my luck has changed. 17.
Yeah, it looks very much like it would stop the rain from falling. As you're inspecting the umbrella, up walks this Triton of an individual. Oh, thank you not to touch my umbrella. It keeps me dry when it rains.
Oh, so it's just a regular umbrella?
Yes, it's just a regular umbrella. Now, what brings you into my store today?
Well, I'm wondering if you'll buy a corpse of a goth. You see, this probably just holds up the goth corpse.
Oh, interesting. You see this Triton, like put his hand on his chin and starts rubbing it as he walks up real close and takes a sniff at it. Hand still on his chin. He uses his other hand to run a finger along the surface, cleaning it off as if it was his hand was dirty afterwards. Very interesting. I don't know what you want for this. Well, maybe we could come up with a trade instead of money.
Ghost, I see what you're going with for that voice, but it's very hard to understand what you're saying.
I can
Is it?
just understand him.
I'm kind of going for a Marlon Brando, but with marbles in his mouth instead of.
You're going for a
I
Zoidberg,
can understand it.
but it's
Yeah.
a little hard.
I'm not doing Zoidberg. I swear I'm not trying to do
it's not
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg. I can tell it's not Zoidberg. I can
That sounds
understand
really
it. For you.
Zoidberg.
No, honestly, I'm kind of going for Marlon Brando with marbles instead of cotton swabs.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to understand.
That depends. What kind of interesting magical items do you have?
Oh, well, I've got swords, I've got wands, I've got potions and various other items. Or I could just give you, how about 270 dragons?
I'll take a look through your stock just to see if I find anything that piques my interest first.
Oh, maybe I could help narrow things down. You looking for a magic item, magic weapon, or maybe you just want some armor?
I'm honestly fine with armor as far as it goes. I'm more interested in magical items and weapons.
Give me 1 second.
Are
That
any
was-
of them just a regular ass sword hilt to the appearance?
No.
Ugh.
How about, are you looking for 100 or 200?
One-handed.
How about this one? And you see the Triton walk over and pulls out a rapier from a large box. I call it the overpowering rapier of triumph. When you make a weapon attack to disarm, trip, or sunder a weapon, your opponent's weapon in combat, you do so with advantage. Also, if you are the one to get the killing blow on your enemy, you regain 3d6 hit points. So essentially, you'll have advantage to either disarm, trip, or break their weapon, item, armor. You'll have advantage of that. Also, you'll get a chance for extra 3d6 hit points on kill. I can keep going.
Yeah, keep going. So far, that's not
Ooh.
really much Pride's thing.
How about a hand axe? Do you like the idea of a hand axe?
Depends what it can do.
This hand axe will deal an additional 1d8 thunder damage. Also, while you have this equipped, your strength cannot be lowered below 11. Above game,
that's literally not even for me.
above game, I have a website that I can just keep clicking generate another. Do you remember? I don't think it was the Broken Hunters. I think it might have been when Adam came by for Hathor. This is the same website that I gave him that acid whip. So eventually something will pop up. Like this honed hand crossbow of success. This weapon deals a 1d4 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, whichever you choose it to deal. Your attribute contribution damage is... I don't understand what that means.
Just gets like a
What?
giant and comical old boxing glove fist for bludgeoning.
Yeah, this is basically like Green Arrow's hand crossbow. Oh, here, randomly. The Polished War Pick of Sparks deals 1d8 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, whichever type of damage. Ah, I get it. This is a random attribution, so it's a war pick, so it would deal piercing, not slashing. And so this does 1d8. It deals an extra 1d8. Anytime you deal lightning damage, the amount of lightning damage is increased by an additional 6. So you don't even have to, you can just be holding on to this just to do an extra d6.
He's really
Yeah,
gonna
but with
need
that,
more...
I can't use it regardless though because one,
Yeah.
wrong weapon proficiency. Two, I have no lightning damage.
What about hand axe? The overpowering hand axe of embers. Anytime you deal fire damage, the amount of fire damage dealt is increased by 1d6. So you don't even have to attack with this. As long as you are tuned to this, you just deal extra fire.
So far, they're just boring.
Let's see. Flail, hand axe, hand crossbow. I'm also not going to give you anything too high. Hold on, let me see if I do this. Short bow of static. Weapon attacks deal an additional 1d8 cold damage. Let me get. How are you looking for ranged, melee, wands? I mean, you already have a lot of wands on you.
Yeah, I already have 2 wands. I don't really need wands.
So you're not looking for any armor. Like, how about like a ring? You gain a
Okay,
plus
if it's like jewelry and shit, yes.
How about like a +2 bonus for concentration? And once a day, you can give yourself
completely
advantage.
useful. And not completely useful with me because most of my spells aren't concentration.
It also gives you a once a day chance to give yourself advantage on a wisdom save. I think I'm just gonna stick with rings.
Yeah, rings or amulets.
That wisdom save actually sounds nice.
Here, let's go with the next.
Yeah, but wisdom saves aren't used much.
Okay, here we go. Slad's Amulet of the Lynx. At the start of every turn, you gain 1d4 hit points. Your dexterity ability is increased by 2.
Deal.
All right.
Wisdom saves are like the second, are in like the top 3 most used, along with con and
Yeah.
dexterity saves. What are you talking?
Either way, a +2 to dexterity is pretty good. And and this is all within the same parameter. This is recommended character level 5, item rarity rare, and so every turn you get 1d4 hit points, which is not a lot, but still something. But it's the ability score improvement of 2 that really is nice.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like it'd be a little higher rarity, honestly. But yeah, if it's rare, then that works.
Honestly, it does. If anyone else has any gold to spend, did you want to try and find any magic item from this shop?
Not
Yeah,
at the
send me a
moment.
picture of that item just so I
Sure.
can make sure I have the effects always written down.
Control C. Control V.
I mean, I just got Storm Herald, so I think
We gotta return that, by the way.
Do you?
It belongs to someone.
No, it doesn't.
Here it does.
No, there's someone who wants to possess it.
I got the footage. I can refer to it to you.
The guy it used to belong to is dead.
Is that confirmed, Ghost?
Insert whistling innocently GM.
someone doesn't remember.
No, someone's like, yeah, you might be dead. You might not be dead. Considering how long the skeletons were down there.
Let me see. Oh, fun.
Well, there's
So
no.
my
Well, don't.
dex ability score is increased by 2.
Ooh, too late. You already accepted that one. How about this one? +2 to maintain concentration, but you also get resistance to fire. You already have resistance to fire, so this would be a double resistance.
That's
So-
how
Would
it
that
works.
just mean? Would that just mean like a
No,
quarter?
here's the
quarter
thing.
Damage?
My coat also gives me resistance to fire. You forgot that too.
Yeah, I guess I did. Oh, well, I already click refresh. That item's gone.
I think
Yeah.
it's episode 47. 47. Sorry.
Oh, you should have held out longer. Slad's Amulet of the Liar. So you also would have gotten the hit points, but instead of the +2 in dexterity, once per day, you can give yourself advantage on any deception check.
Fuck, Dynn would want that.
How much would I
Deception?
pay in gold for that? Well,
I
don't
think
like
+2 to
money,
dex is better than once a day advantage on deception.
Yeah.
I'm a bard.
I know.
Also, I don't need it, to be honest.
Mm.
I mean, here's an example.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
7. A regular S7.
Damn, +10. Nice.
Yep.
Nice,
Hard.
son. Nice.
And just
What do I
because you've
have?
got an advantage doesn't mean you're going to need that second roll.
Sure.
What do I have on the? What do I have that's high? That's high modifier. Actually, I actually haven't looked at that in a while.
I'm still gonna always be after a goddamn radiant longsword, though, Ghost. Mark my words.
The
Man, my-
Radiant Longsword?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can just go to Mechanos.
Yeah,
That's true.
I have a Radiant Wakazashi from Mechanos.
Yeah, but it's not a lightsaber.
Could make it that pretty easily.
You can just make your own whom, whom,
Yeah.
whom noises.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
with dubstep. Yeah, with dubstep included.
Norfinas, do you want any magic items? Necklaces, rings, hand crossbows?
Nah, I'm good. If I need anything, I'll head to Mechanos.
I know, Groc, you just bought you just got that legendary hammer, but did you want necklace or ring?
There's something that I want to get from Mechanos later down the line. But
Well, just for shits and giggles, I'm not saying buy something, but give me something you would be kind of interested in, like body armor, helmet, cloak, necklace,
Actually-
ring, glove, shield,
I
boots.
mean, I
Actually,
can't
I
wear
need-
armor, so
I need armor.
All right, what are you looking for, Norfinas? Body armor.
Armor. Whatever I think I'm proficient with leather armor. 'cause I'm a
How
rogue.
much
He needs
money?
light armor.
light
How
armor.
much money are you willing to spend on this? Enough to
Depends.
boost it from rare to very rare?
Sure, depending on how much AC it gives me. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d6, and that's how many chances you've got to hold out on how many times I'm gonna click random. Sound
Okay.
fair?
Yep.
All right. I'm rolling the d6. I rolled a 2. You get 2 chances of random. Does that sound
Okay.
fair?
Yep.
All right, first roll. Reflective strongman, padded armor. So the duration.
Padded armor's not good for stealth, though, I think.
Yeah, it is. Padded
Sure.
armor's light.
It's yeah. There, I don't
Just
know if
because
there
it's
is-
light doesn't mean it's like good for stealth.
I don't think there's a light armor that invokes disadvantage. There's certainly medium and heavy armors, but I don't
Padded
think
armor, stealth, disadvantage.
Really?
Ooh, that's not good. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the effects of it though?
The duration of negative conditions is reduced by 1 round. If you are hit by a melee weapon attack, the attacker suffers 1d6 piercing damage. Once per day, you may pass a strength saving throw that you would have failed. So you just legendary, I choose to pass,
Oh.
but you can do that once. And you would get resistance to fire damage. But disadvantage to stealth.
Yeah, that's a no.
All right.
Yeah, considering he's our rogue that does a lot of scouting ahead, it's
Yeah.
definitely more important to Ren to be stealthy, isn't it?
I will keep going until you get an armor that works for you. Like, so if I get like plate, that won't count. So it's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Breastplate. Can you wear a breastplate? Is that
No,
that's leather, right?
it's light armor.
That's medium, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you
has
can
to
only
be
do light. Okay.
Rogues have no other armor proficiency, so some kind of like leather or studded leather is going to be.
Scale studded leather. Stout
Something.
detective. Studded leather armor. The duration of negative conditions is reduced by 1 round. Your maximum hit point is increased by 2. Once per day, you may grant yourself advantage on any investigation check. This is also made with black dragon scales, so you have resistance to acid damage.
Hey, you can be like Panic with his jacket.
Yeah.
But have a better panic jacket.
Yeah, you have
But you're
once
not
a
a better-
day you can have advantage on investigations, so that's pretty good for Detective Norfinas.
But Pride, you're not a better
Oh,
Panic.
how much does that raise my AC by?
2.
2.
No,
So
not AC. Oh, your hit points go up by 2.
Oh.
Mhm.
So
It's
does
It's
studded
just
leather.
standard studded, right?
Yeah, it's just studded standard, but that has many effects.
Don't you already have like just basic studded?
This is basic studded, but you get a couple bonuses.
I don't have armor, period. That's the problem. And
Yeah, I and it'll still be based off of your Dex mod when it comes to calculating the AC.
yeah. Because at the moment it's 14 because of
Yeah,
so
Oh, this is a nice one that Pride could probably use. This is a chain shirt. It's actually, despite its name, it's usually pretty light. If you are hit by a melee weapon attack, the attacker suffers 1d4 piercing as like a counter. Your max hit points go up by 2. You gain resistance to acid, and once a day, you can give yourself advantage on any performance check. How often do you do performance as a necessary skill as opposed to roleplay skill?
Not as much as you think a bard would.
Never.
yeah. Very rare.
I mean, honestly, he could use the improvement, but who was I mad to say? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh, this one's too bad that Dynn's not here. Your maximum hit points increase by 5. If you are hit by a melee weapon attack, the attacker suffers 1d6 piercing. It's a counter. Once a day, you can grant yourself advantage on any animal handling check.
you don't want. You've talked about how you don't want to have any more pets. Don't give Dynn reason to get more pets.
I mean,
no,
I'm
he's
good.
not
I'm
there,
good.
so he can't
I'm
have
good.
it.
Yeah.
Either
Yes.
way, I'm probably not gonna try too hard for those. I mean, I've got the 4 potions of animal friendship if necessary, but yeah, like I'm not gonna try hard on getting pets anymore. I kind of realize how bad that can kind of be for us, if anything.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, I did copy the information before I started clicking on some other stuff.
So the second one was resistance to acid, a 1 day advantage for investigation, and what else?
Here,
What's a day for advantage on investigation?
Investigation.
And +2 to your health.
There, I'm pasting it in a private message for you. The stout detective armor, Negative conditions last are reduced by 1 round. Excuse me. Hit points go up by 2. Advantage on investigation and resistance to
Yeah.
acid.
Would I be able to modify this at a later date in Mechanos to like just get the armor improvement?
Tell you what, this is the last one. This is an all or nothing.
Yep.
All right.
Sure.
How about this one?
Sure. Sorry, I'm just asking.
Hide armor. Wait. Oh shoot, you can't wear hide armor, can you?
No.
Hide is leather. Oh, light only. Never mind. Chainmail, padded, studded leather.
Go with the dragon scale.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The wasp mage, studded leather. The duration of negative conditions is reduced by 2 rounds. You gain a +4 to maintain concentration. You gain once a day. You get advantage on an Arcana check, and resistance to lightning.
Yeah, I'll just take the
One that I messaged you.
the stout one.
Sounds good. And I'm going to roll. I just want to see something. Oh well. Let's see. So this guy, he looks you up and down. He hums and he haws and he thinks that you could probably get away with paying about $4,000. 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 dragons for that piece of armor. It is very rare, after all.
Right, I'll pay 2,000 of it for you.
Okay. I'll fork over the other 2. So.
Deal.
So that raises my max health by 2. So
Yeah, your health is 2. Your AC is gonna go up a good bit.
What was your original AC? I actually didn't know that.
14.
Didn't know it was so bad. Eee.
Yeah, that's why he's ranged. Squishy boy hangs out in the back.
yeah.
That makes sense considering how quick he can get taken down. No offense, but yeah, you're very squishy.
Mm.
Rogue, not a.
Yeah. So still 14, but I'll improve it at a later date.
Yep, who knows? We might be able to find someone who can craft magic items
Wait, you
to
don't
work
have
for the group.
armor and your AC is 14?
Yeah.
So the studded leather armor would increase your AC.
Doesn't say.
That's exactly what studded. Putting on any kind of armor is going to increase your AC.
All right, so
I'm
It's
looking.
studded leather.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Ghost said me, and it doesn't say it raises AC.
no,
it's
it's
just
also
because-
Oh,
studded
it's automatic.
leather.
It's automatic.
Because it's studded leather armor, it doesn't have to say that it raises AC. It's
Oh.
just that it's
Well, okay, what's that then?
Studded leather
It's
armor is 12 plus your dex.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the page right next to me.
So
Exactly.
It goes
So
to
whatever your
16.
dexterity modifier is,
4.
plus
Yeah,
12.
Yep, so it's 16.
There you
Yeah.
go. Your AC is 16.
nice. Yeah, Dynn's that's the same AC as Dynn, I believe. Yeah, Dynn's AC is also 16 right now.
Okay.
What kind of armor am I wearing again? I completely forgot what it was. It was like not plate, but I think it was like some kind of was it scale or something.
Probably
Shit.
scale.
I think it was scale, yeah, because I'm too small to wear plate and stuff.
So we're done here, or just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Go
still
kick
all
some
over my
ass.
hands.
Yep.
Sorry.
I don't think it was scale. I think it was something.
wait. Do they have like a changing room or something in here so I can put on the armor?
We'll just say yes, they do.
Okay. You see, Norfinas goes out the back, puts on the armor, and comes back out, but he's with the mask of many faces. He switches back to his normal outfit. It's basically well, yeah, it's an illusion. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right, sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, that's right. I'm wearing a breast. Oh yeah, mine's like a breastplate or half plate for something. It's because I don't have the I remember I don't have disadvantage on stealth. Yeah, it's it's a breastplate. That's what it
Half-plate would
was.
still invoke disadvantage. So.
No, yeah, it was a breastplate because I know I can't wear heavy armor. I my size. I could still wear medium, but I remember we picked something when I was looking through it. I didn't want anything that would cause disadvantage on stealth, so I think I
Half-plate
went
still
with
do
either.
that.
No, breastplate doesn't. It doesn't say anything about
I said
disadvantage on.
half-plate.
No, that's why I said I think it was
Yeah.
breastplate because I don't have disadvantage. It was breastplate or is chain shirt the same? It's one of those. It's been so long since I got that armor. Yeah, it's breastplate because I have a 16. And I only have a dexterity of 2, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you get back into your wagon and you make your way back towards Troll Skull Alley. You get off near your home. What's up?
Groc would have the Nimrod detector, so I just looked at him.
I'm just gonna mute myself again.
All right, so Groc pulls up the Nimrod detector, activates it, and it starts, spinning and going up and down and making a whirring, clicking motion. Which way do you go? North, south, east, west?
Probably should go back to the house first, just to double check.
Sure. You start heading back towards the house, and you actually notice it starts slowing down.
It's not in the direction of the house.
I'm going to say the house was towards the west.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's at the northwest side of Troll Skull.
It's really faint, actually, around this point. And you guys make your way back towards the center of the street where it picks up. And so going at least west was a bad idea. And so you start making your way a little bit east. It takes you a while before it really starts picking up. I mean, when you turned it on by the house, it was, shaking and spinning. It wasn't like going crazy or anything. It was active. But as now you've gone towards the east, you flick this thing on, you hold on to the lever, and it starts bobbing up and down, 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 round, 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 buzzing and whizzing and whirring. You find yourself a bit towards the northeast of town, Troll Skull Alley. You find yourself in front of a manor. Norfinas, roll me a history check.
Yep. $12.
Not exactly too sure who owns this place. It's a really big town, and nothing about this place particularly sticks out. But you do know that something is responding. Or I mean that the Nimrod detector is responding.
Well, I don't recognize the manor. Well, it looks like something's here. Is there like a sign at the front?
Yes, there is a sign at the front, and it says that this is the Gralhund Villa. Gralhund. Gralhund Villa.
Would I be able to roll another history check, or would that not work this time? Especially since I know the name now.
Roll me more, maybe either a perception or investigation. But I'm raising the DC because you failed the history check.
Okay, I'll go with investigation.
Yeah,
27.
that's pretty good. You notice that there's actually 2 guards standing placed near the front. They seem big, rough, and tough. They've got bright black armor, a couple scuffs here and there. But with your investigation, one thing you happen to notice is the red mud that's on the boot of one of these people. I mean, with a 27, that's pretty fucking good. You notice that red mud is not really kind of irony kind of mud. It's maybe even a bit blood. For
mud blood.
For a villa such as this, as big as it is, pretty quiet in the inside.
Hmm. So the mud is not. It looks like it's blood with mud, basically. It's not from any
Yes.
surface.
Yes. Especially on these cobblestone roads.
I sort of wave over Groc and Pride.
What'd you find?
The guards have what I would describe on their boots, blood mixed with mud. It probably doesn't really mean anything, but they probably won't take anything from it. They probably won't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Tell us anything. Let us in. Be kind.
All of the above.
Hmm.
Basically, they won't waste time with us, and they'll probably toss our asses out.
Well, I... Could use a trick I picked up in Bard College. That, or I could just use magic.
I don't know.
I can do
I'll
both.
say, if we can, I'll say we look around the outside of the manor first, or the villa first. Maybe there's a way
Sure.
we can go around it.
I know this sounds weird, but roll me performance checks to act casual rather than as if you're scoping the place out. Wow.
Pride just exudes sexiness.
Can I possibly argue to roll a stealth?
You're just clinging to the shadows? You're like darting from alleyway to alleyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
That
Can
natural
I
20 on the other side.
actually, if it's hang on, boots of elven kind.
Oh, so you have advantage on that?
Yes.
Wow. So Groc, what are you doing? Are you ashamed to see your friend strutting around like a big horny peacock, or are you just confused that your friend is taken off and just completely vanished?
Plausible deniability.
So you
Smart.
just drop and just plunk down to the ground. I'm alone and I'm scared.
I'm a rock.
I'm gonna roll a perception check on this guard. That's a 4. Nope. Rock, all right.
It is a
And
rock.
even if
Look,
I
even
was
if he
to think-
scores a nat 20, he has to beat Norf's nat 20.
I am a rock, and I weigh 450 pounds.
He's
Well, I'm rolling
loudly.
it in.
He's loud. The the turtle is loudly announcing this, the guard just goes, the rock knows what it's talking about. It's been here longer.
Can they smell what you're cooking, Groc? Can they smell what you're cooking?
Although I would like you to do an insight check.
Okay. I believe I'm actually proficient in those.
That's
Oh, that's
Cool. What's our reward?
I'm gonna private message you, Groc. Okay.
lottery. All of us should go in for the lottery right now. Pause the game. Let's go.
Can I just roll a check just to see how well I'm cooking, how well I'm doing business in the docks, just real fast?
So
No, I'll get to you in a bit.
so hold on.
No, I'm just like with all these nat 20s. I want to see if I can get one on, if I can get some
I'm
of that
gonna
luck
say
too.
this right now. At the most inopportune time. That is all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you'll know what I mean.
The
We're
nat
gonna
ones.
die.
My God, the nat 20s though.
Groc somehow ends out the window. Norfinas is trapped in a fireplace.
For once,
Pride's
Groc
just
actually
being
survives the stealth.
Then for some reason, Pride's a stripper. Who knows?
Well, it was bound to happen eventually. It didn't seem like the
Pride's a
career in music was
bard.
going
He's
anywhere.
always been a stripper.
This is like the first time you've done anything sexual.
Because
Yeah.
it has never come up. Have we ever gone to a whorehouse? Go out whoring? Go
You're
out
the
drinking? No.
You are literally
we
the
have
only
not.
person in the group that would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It sucks.
All right. So I'm actually gonna
For
cut it there with the
Virgin
three of you
Fisher.
guys, and I am gonna go back to Dynn at this point. All right.
Yeah.
So while
I
you
also
guys are
did-
doing your thing, Dynn.
Notice one thing until it slapped me in the face about that show.
Well, we'll discuss later.
Later. Break.
What you doing, Dynn?
I'm doing business, and I guess what time is it? Right? What time would it be for me?
Time to cook.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's about maybe 4, 5 in the afternoon. At this point, your friends have been gone for quite some time.
It's time for you to get a sundial.
That actually is a
Ours
good.
is a flame dial.
Technically, that would be good. Good to get something to like keep track of time in the wagon. Actually, I don't know if we actually
can
asked
get a-
for anything like that.
The problem with
We
sundials
can
is
literally
you
buy
have to set
pocket
them.
watches.
That's true. All right. Well, how does it look like there? Does it look like business is just going to be dying down now for me?
Yeah, roll me a perception check though.
Of course. Oh, double
Ooh.
20s, soft, nice.
20 totals, but not natural 20s. So
Oh yeah,
close.
soft 20. Yeah, it's still fine.
You're doing your thing. You're like frying up some rice with some sausages before you serve this random dude a quick stir fry for dinner. Then you notice that there's only like just 2 last customers, but they're not like in line as much as side by side. And they walk up to you with the biggest smile on their face. And the first one speaks, "Your food, it's really great. You must tell me, where did you learn to cook this way?"
Can I roll insight because his voice sounds like the accent you're using for him just
Yeah.
sounds so suspect? I'm sorry.
Sure, go for it.
If all 3 of us were there as ghosts, it would be concern.
14.
This guy seems really well. I guess I gotta. That's a natural 1. That's.
Fuck
decent.
yeah!
I don't like getting those. They're both standing side by side. They're both practically very identical looking. They're both grinning. And then, now that you kind of think about it, they both look like exactly the same.
Play with us, Dynn. Play with us.
Your food is great. You must teach us where you learned this food. Our master would be very happy to sample some of this. Please, we beg you, come cook for him. We will pay you lots of money. And they reach down behind themselves and put down a large sack of gold.
May I ask who your master is, please?
Yes, of course. His name is Zardoz Zod.
Zardoz Zod.
Zord, sorry. Zardoz Zord.
Zardoz Zord. Damn, that's a very Z name.
Zardoz Zord. He is the proprietor of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
The Sea Maiden's Fair. Would you mind if I have a couple of people who kind of work with me in my business. Would you mind if could you give me any information about what this actual position might entail?
He is having a party tonight, and he would be very excited to taste your foreign food. It's
Oh,
happening
Ghost,
very
damn it.
soon. It is already 5 o'clock, and he would like to be eating within the next hour or two.
Yes, that sounds great. Do you mind if I can at least pick up my my employees? They would be able to, if this is going to be for a party, they're kind of more useful for me than me just by myself, of course.
I'm sorry, there is not enough time to pick up your friends. Mr. Zardoz would like to be eating very soon.
Very well then. Sure. Let me just set up my wagon, and we can head over to your master, Zardos.
This is
Excellent.
when dies.
He will be very happy to sample your awesome cuisine. These two humans are still grinning and still smiling.
Can
I'm reminded of that one mind-controlled lady from.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep.
There is
Really?
no war in Bossing, say.
Yeah.
Mm,
Dynn is very weirded out right now, but the fact that it is the actual proprietor of the Sea Maiden's Fair, it's kind of a hard chance to pass up on information right now.
Gonna miss you when you're dead.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about your safety. We shouldn't have left him alone.
But we did.
Thanks, guys.
Meanwhile,
Uh.
just a poof vision of Pride appears. Remember, Dynn, if you're invited to a party, fucking show up and drink all the booze.
Meanwhile, it flashes to actual Pride, and he's doing the Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3 walk. Yeah.
No, Pride's not a douchebag.
Oh God. With a natural 30, you are.
No, Pride is a sexy motherfucker with a net 20. No, he's walking down the street like fucking Loki.
He's fucking streaking.
There, I posted a GIF.
Oh no.
Oh God, yes, that is Pride. That is absolutely Pride. Like, no, I can't. Like, there's no way you can deny that. That is absolutely Pride.
Fortunately, Pride's not the nudist type.
Well, he's not nude. He's wearing a Speedo.
Anyway,
But yeah, I guess I'll just start getting my stuff ready. Do they want me to take the wagon with me, or is this going to be a far distance?
Oh, don't worry. You can leave your wagon here. No one will touch your wagon. We have a boat. Oh, I can speak. We have a boat waiting to bring you to Zardoz's ship. It is moored off into the harbor.
Okay, out of game, Ghost. I will say that I did take Brecky back into the necklace before doing my actual cooking. I didn't like kind of having him out in the public would kind of scare away customers right now. So that's
Yep, you are all
just-
alone.
Yeah, just making sure. Yeah, I am alone, just in case. So they don't know about they don't know about my pets.
Yep, you're all alone.
All right
Also,
then.
if you want to roll investigation on the bag of gold, if you're just so
Yeah, I'm going
curious
to
about it.
actually. I'm going to because it's money.
That's a pretty good
18.
roll.
Mm.
You pick up the bag of gold, and you actually even got to use, just for fun, this is one of my favorite fluff rolls. Roll a strength check just to pick up the damn bag.
Oh boy, my -1 stat. Okay. 9.
That's fine. You still pick it up, but it just goes to show how much effort it takes. This is a pretty damn heavy bag. This bag probably must weigh a good, oof.
Jesus, how much is this?
It's about 20 pounds of gold, so it's,
What?
I don't know, maybe about 75 gold coins. That's a lot. Gold coins.
Well, like, wait, it's not dragons?
Dragons, whatever. But yeah, it's a pretty hefty bag, and they're paying you a chef what the chef is worth for one single meal.
You just want me to cook for your master and no one else? You said there was a party.
Well, you'd be preparing for the banquet.
You said specifically it's 20 pounds, correct?
Yeah.
20 pounds.
Maybe I should go higher. I'm not, because I don't think 20 pounds feels like a lot, but I don't think 20 pounds is a lot of gold coins.
Would they be about as heavy
what's
as
that
a
in
quarter? Or
kilos?
like,
It has a weight. Gold does have a weight.
Yeah, you got a character sheet. Just start punching in random numbers until it makes 20 pounds.
Okay. Let me see. What's 50 times 20?
that'd be 1,000.
Congratulations, that's 1,000 gold.
1,000 dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
Well, I mean, I kind of like. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a dumb thing to do, but it like.
It's up there. We left our.
Yeah,
We left our.
kind is putting it mildly.
Meanwhile,
we left our kid at home
Illusion Pride.
alone, and the worst scenario happened.
Yeah,
Meanwhile-
I'm sorry.
Hallucination
I need
Pride.
Pride. Said no.
guys, I need to step away for
Okay.
a second.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
got to take care of something.
Sure.
All right.
No problem.
You just make jokes.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll be back. Gonna disconnect. Sorry, guys.
No
Oh,
problem.
You could have said no.
Or
No.
I don't
pushed
know.
it to another
Illusion
day.
Pride. Hallucination
Well, the
Pride.
fact is, it's a party now, and
Remember,
that's why
Dynn,
it was like
collect information on the Seamain's fair.
yeah, you
Anything
told me
about it.
Just collect information, and this is the biggest information thing. Dynn wants to be useful.
This isn't-
That's how Dynn
This
is.
isn't the worst case scenario. This is the best case scenario. They
Debatable.
invited him
Like
onto
Dynn
this
isn't
ship.
like stupid for like Dynn isn't stupid for no reason. He always wants to be useful to people. That's how he is. It's kind of like, yeah, you told me look for like gain any information about the Seamain's Fair, and this is the best chance. Again, out of game.
And
sorry,
I will say
but
this.
Yeah,
I will say this
kinda have
out
to
of
with
character.
this.
I will say this out of character. There's no plausible way Dynn could fuck this up with Dynn being Dynn.
Debatable.
Debatable.
Well, no. In the case of actual business, Dynn is definitely not going to cause any trouble. Like he won't start a fight or anything, especially if business involved. You know, Dynn's always like Dynn's the actual like business. He's basically the accountant of the group, if anything.
You're going to be able to get first-hand examination of part of the layout of the ship we don't have access to.
That's only if he's allowed to move around outside of the kitchen.
He'll have to see.
We'll see
his
how
way
it
to the
goes. I'm
kitchen
going to
first,
take it
though.
though. Like, Dynn's going to take it though. Like I can't act like
Leave a note.
like
As well as to the pantry.
this is literally the stuff that you like. Like yeah, Dynn's going to take this. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
that's it. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I
Ghost
kinda-
Norfinas
like, I-
appears to Dynn. Remember, if you're going somewhere, leave a note.
Yeah, I'm going to leave a note. Absolutely.
I am
I'm going to
figment of your imagination.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if you weren't going to do that, I was going to leave a note.
Meanwhile, Hallucination, Pride. Fuck off, Norf. Now remember, Dynn,
Fuck you.
either drink all the alcohol or get some. Because we need to sell that shit.
Steal the punch bowl.
Yeah,
God. Where the hell
Exactly.
is Dynn gonna hide the punch bowl? You don't
Your
got no
hat.
You
damn
have a
clothes.
haversack.
in your
Oh
hat.
yeah, that's true.
The
I
hat
should have the
too.
havers. True. My hat, that'd be interesting if that works.
Also, on our next level up, we won't have to worry about storage ever again.
You're
Oh,
gonna get that
like,
house, aren't you?
I have a plan.
That concerns me.
It is a good plan, actually.
See, this is
Man,
why
when
Groc
creepy
and I
twin
get-
gets-
All right, I will say this because Ghost isn't here. I plan on taking a level or two into Artificer.
That depends on if he's fine with that. Of course, I'm sure he would be.
Because, yeah, one of the Artificer infusions is replicate magic item.
But how long does
And
that take?
one of those items, just one long rest. Because one of the items I could choose to when I take that infusion is a bag of holding.
That's a bag of holding, not a handy haversack, though.
Yeah, bag of holding holds more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, do you actually need the item to replicate it, or are you just able to do it?
No, I'm just able to replicate it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if I put enough levels into Artificer, Pride's wood carving skills actually come into play.
I get the feeling that Pride has been bluffing the entire time. Oh yeah, I'm a carpenter, and he just... And when people
I mean,
question...
you forget, Pride has carved 2 things so far throughout the series.
Eh.
He has carved part of his cane, the head of it, to look like a demonic dragon, and placed the glass eye
Yeah.
into the mouth. And then he also made a Dynn's very nice, shitty driftwood sign for his cart.
You even admit it's shitty.
Yeah.
Look, you can say it's shitty. I'm pretty sure it was still in that 20 roll. It's only shitty because it's driftwood. And because Pride only took like 2 seconds on it.
Yeah.
Still a better quality than you'll find mostwhere else.
Sometime later.
All right. So when we last left off, Dynn was politely, although creepily, being asked to come and serve dinner at the main ship of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
The Sea Maiden's Fair is a circus, right?
Yep, it's like Ringling Brothers or Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured it was. I was just like, I told a couple people about that. I'm like, oh shit, I might be solo fighting a circus troupe in D&D, but no, as a joke, of course. And then like I'm just like, they were a circus, right? Yeah, I just want to make sure of that. Okay, cool. But yeah, before I left the actual wagon, before I left the food wagon, I'm going to set the alarm. I'm going to lock up and also leave a note and leave a note in the at the like at the wagon for the parties in case they come back.
As you walk away, Dynn just goes boop boop. There, it's all safe now. So the 2 grinning people, they're just all smiles and they're all grins. If it wasn't for the fact that they were white, they would look a lot like those grinning emojis. They're just so happy they're fake. Either way, either way, in an absolutely non-threatening way, they start walking you down towards the pier. The
guess
one
I
speaks
could-
up and says, "Oh, Mr. Zardoz will be more than happy to have you come and serve dinner for us tonight. It's been a while since he's had a great meal. His last chef, don't worry, is still alive, but he just felt as though he wanted to get a good sampling before he could have a good party."
Insight?
Yeah, go for it.
Nah,
Like,
one. Nah,
I have
one.
I have to insight a lot of what these guys say because they're just creepy voice to begin with. Like,
I like that you're picking
think
up a lot of Norfinas' tactics here.
Mhm.
well, I mean, Dynn insights a lot of people to begin with. He's a businessman. He
Mm.
calls it he knows how to call out on bullshit to begin with. It's why he's kind of fine with helping Norfinas on some of his things and also like not
Okay,
bother.
Yeah.
not, like,
roll the check. Roll the check.
yeah. Insight.
Whoa.
I mean, it's just a
15.
circus.
Uh,
What
Well, you're
bad happens in a circus in D&D?
just
obviously you're uncomfortable because you wanted to roll an insight, but as far as you can tell, you've never met these guys. You don't even know anything about who Zard is, whether he even has a chef. Maybe he has 20 chefs, for all you know.
sorry, just going above game here. Did anyone else's dice look glitchy?
No.
Did my
I mean, roll 20 in general has been
Oh,
glitchy
geez,
today.
yeah.
So.
Right, because there's some black sides to the dice here. That's all.
I kind of turned my dice off
I-
because
They look
Just
fine to
because-
me.
Okay.
I like the
mm.
dice, so it's fine. But I guess while we're walking, can I make small talk with the yeah, there's little black spots every now and then.
Yeah,
I don't see it at all.
I do.
Maybe refresh the
I guess
page.
maybe it's us. I don't know.
hang on, I'll try.
Again, roll 20's been having issues just in general today. So
It should be fine. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm going to can I make small talk with these twins while I'm walking with them?
Yeah, certainly. As you're walking and talking with them, they're walking towards a pier, to the boardwalk. As your feet walk along the gangplank, just the boardwalk, you hear them clop, 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 clop over the wood as it creaks. You take in various smells of like pitch on the wood that helps preserve it. You hear a couple seagulls going, ah, ah, ah.
I guess while we're walking, I want to ask them. While if I'm going to be making food for your master, what kind of food does he like, and what kind of food do you two like?
Well, you could surprise him. He's got a full pantry of everything. He's got chicken, he's got aurochs, he's got octopus, he's got beef, he's got lamb, he's got giraffe, and the one guy just trails off and off and off.
I heard
Whereas
giraffe.
the
That's very interesting to Dynn.
The other one looks over and replies, I like everything as well. The other day, the head chef, he was able to cook us some fried duck. It was tasty. Yum, yum, yum. I have never had fried duck before, and I had it with corn on the cob and some butter and asparagus. Did you know that asparagus comes from an ancient word to mean spearheads?
Oh, cool. What's the origin?
It's from a language from a land that doesn't come from around here.
Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, above game, it's actually Roman.
No, yeah, I was
Oh.
I was trying to see if I could make you slip and have one of your characters say Roman. Look, it's me. I have to be that little shit sometimes. I'm
no, it comes
sorry.
from a guy named Roman.
Yeah. Oh, yes. The guy's name was Roman. Roman the Emperor. I'm surprised I
reigned.
actually realized. I almost said that, but it's like, nah, I'm not.
Yeah, but well, if you have any requests or anything while we're walking over to the Sea Maiden's Fair, I can definitely think ahead on how to make anything.
The other guy's still going on. Anchovies, beluga caviar, hot dogs, little itty bitty kind of tiny hot dogs too, baked beans, ooh, fancy bread with fancy cheese. The other guy, he still all smiles and he points towards a little skiff as if to gesture you to get on. I've got nothing in particular that I would like to. Yeah, it's not playing gifts for some reason. I saw that, Ro. I
Yeah.
was trying to do that last night. You can click on that X and it'll take you to the link, but for whatever reason, it's not putting gifts anymore.
Oh well.
I know that one. But no, you said they want me to step on something?
The skiff, like a boat.
Oh, can I make a before I head off, can I make a perception check to see if there might be other people around at all?
Yep, go for it. Yep. There's a bunch of people.
Wow,
Still,
shit, natural 20.
even if you gotten like a 2, you would have been like, wow, sure are so many people. I can't see all these people from the people. Yeah, there's still a bunch of people around. They're all just doing their own thing. They've all got like crates that they're picking up and loading onto the ships, or they're manning the cranes and the pulley systems that we get other stuff on. You got a port master who's got his face buried in a book as he's like jotting down all kinds of information. You've even got a couple kids running around laughing and playing pirate and all that stuff.
Oh, do I see, with the natural 20, I guess, do I see any taxis or anything?
You see a water taxi, if that's what you're implying.
Well, like, do I see any people that I just like have any form of transportation or anything?
You see a water taxi. If you're looking for a taxi that goes on the road, not here. This is the port, not the road. Your friends are not back yet.
No, yeah, no, I'm not asking about that. I'm asking if like there might be anyone I could possibly just quickly ask a question before I head onto the boat.
Afraid not. They have already started ushering you away.
Dang it. All right. I wanted to see if I could just quickly tell someone who might have transportation. Could you possibly send a note and just give them money to do it, of course, to like see if they could give a note saying that I'm leaving to pick up my cart.
You said you already left the cart.
Well, yeah, to pick up the cart. I mean, like, so that way, like in case they might not be back soon, in case they need to be soon, because this is like Dynn knows how bad of Dynn knows this is kind of a bad idea, but because of his nature, also, it's like he wouldn't mind the backup unit because he's still doing this.
You mean you're more scared of leaving your cart alone than serving food to a rich and powerful person who's hungry?
Are you saying that in game or out of game?
Well, both. Are you saying that in game or out of game yourself?
No, I'm not saying that in game. I'm just saying out of
Well,
game.
neither am I. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, then yeah.
I'm
I'm not afraid to do this.
Of not wanting to feed somebody who has specifically requested your awesome service and talents.
Oh no, I'm still doing this. I'm doing this no matter what. I just don't like leaving my cart alone still.
You do realize
cart
that it has a security system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
just
wasn't
paid
the last
extra
time
for
it
that.
had the security system, like everything around it got messed up or something?
That was only the horses.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Never mind. Okay, I forgot it was just the horse. I wasn't there for
That was
so I
also
had- so I
those
almost
horses
forgot.
were also killed by an owl bear.
Yeah, that was more or less Benedict who was just being spiteful and had your vehicle impounded.
Dimple.
No, Benedict.
No, it was Dimple, because he cared about the horses. He was here at the time.
Oh, I thought I said that Benedict did it because he was part of the Water Bureau.
No, he
Waterdeep Bureau.
no, he put the
Benedict
tickets on it.
impounded the vehicle, but we're
Yeah.
talking about like the last time it was left alone, like it had the horses killed and
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about getting impounded. If that's what Dynn's worried about, that the car.
The wagon never got impounded. That was my food. That was my my shopping cart got impounded with
The
my
trolley.
gun.
the
probably
food court are technically got it just got ticketed heavily.
Yeah, it
Yes,
just got ticketed. That's all.
that was because of Benedict.
Yeah, it never got towed. We had that the whole time.
I think somebody made too many meat pie references and made him upset.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get onto this gift.
You get on the skiff. It's a little rocky from side to side. The one guy is still going on about breakfast cereals, oranges, fine
There's
coffee.
breakfast cereal in D&D.
Cornflakes.
Sure.
Oh yeah, okay. I can see cornflakes. Yeah, you're right.
So anyways, Dynn, you are on the boat. The one guy who's still listing off all sorts of the foods, he grabs both the oars and starts rowing. The other guy stands on the front and he's just keeping watch.
Okay, then while we're on the boat, well, forget about the food for a sec. Tell me about you two. I always love meeting new people, and I'd love to. You two seem like interesting folk. I mean, we're all interesting, so.
Oh, hi. My name is Itch. This is Knee. We're two of the members of Mr. Zardoz's crew. We've been employed with him for about the past 7 years.
How old do they look?
Hard to tell.
Also, out of game, are you saying itch and knee like like an itch on a knee, or are you saying itch and knee like 1 and 2 in Japanese?
Or no.
Nah, whatever. But nice to meet you.
The other guy's still going on about grapefruit and durian and pineapple, itty bitty cherries, grapes.
They don't seem as creepy now, so I'm starting to ease up a tiny bit, but still also wary.
As he's rowing along, the other guy is more just standing on the bow of the ship, just keeping watch on everything. Making sure there's like no rocks or other oncoming boats, because it's like a rowboat, and the other guy's got his like back to the front direction, all that.
What part
So-
are you two in the circus?
Oh, we're part of the ringmasters. I'm the guy on the tightrope, and he keeps charge of the elephants. Oh yeah, the last elephant. We had them for dinner last month. It was let me see. I forget. How did it taste? Ah well, not that important.
Sometimes taste can be important. It's always the enjoyability of the meal that's what really gets the feelings out from people.
The point is, you don't have to worry about having your food stocks and equipment. We'll have everything you need back on the boat.
All right, well, let's go then.
It's about maybe a 15-minute boat ride. They're boats. They're not exactly fast. Before they pull upside the eye catcher. Before you pull alongside the eye catcher, one of the guys hollers out, "Ahoy! Let us up!" And you see someone look over who looks exactly like Itchin' Knee. "Ah, son, there you are. Let me up, son."
Okay, yep, yeah, no, it is 1, 2. It is the numbers in Japanese.
"Hey, Dad. Nice to meet you. I'll let the rope down. Just 1 second." And so,
Wait.
yeah, they let the ladder down, and you guys start climbing your way up. This ship is large. It's very fancy. It's got all kinds of purple tassels going all along the side. The sails are obviously not displayed because they just get carried away. But you can still make out from the sails that are all tied up at the top of the masts that they're a stunning shade of red with all kinds of purples as well. All about the deck, you see all sorts of people who look the same. I think last time I described them as white-skinned, bald head, just all smiles, toothy grins. They all look the same. Everyone just says, "Hey, hi, hey, welcome back," before they show you your way towards the kitchen of the ship. You make your way down to the kitchen, and it's a little bit of a cramped space because it's a ship. I've in real life, I've been in the kitchen of a ship. They're pretty tiny. But that is not to say that the pantry next to it is not just stocked full of everything you could imagine. While you're working down there, you come across, surprise, surprise, yet another individual that looks exactly like everyone else. "Ah, hello. You must be the kobold that Master Zardoz was talking about. I am the chef of this ship. Master Zardoz is going to be hosting a party, and he has specifically requested your cuisine. You see, he was looking out onto the pier, and he could see you serving up many of the people on the dock. And he figured, wow, that's a big lineup. I hope his food tastes good. I must hire him. I hope my friends paid you really well. They did pay you, didn't they?"
Yes, they did pay me.
"Awesome. That's super. Have you any idea what you think you would like to cook for Master Zardoz?"
I mean, I have a few recipes I can definitely pick through, but I would love to know I would definitely love to meet the man to know if he might have any preferences for the day. Everybody always has like some kind of preference.
He is very busy, but I can tell you some of his favorite meals are. I'm looking through your menu here. Do you have croque madame?
I do not have the croque madame yet.
He really likes this one recipe from the far-off lands called the croque madame. Typically, it's a sandwich, which is perfect for a breakfast treat, combining several morning flavors in one dish. Once consumed, you gain the bonus to AC equal to the chef's wisdom modifier for the duration. Would you like me to show you how it's made?
Yes. Please show me how this new recipe I can add to my Roll20 character sheet is.
Fantastic! Watch as I make this meal. First, we have to start by making the bread. And we're going to cut to everyone else as Dynn is taking the time to learn how to make this breakfast sandwich.
Yay, new recipe.
All right, you guys. You guys are currently still in Troll Skull Alley, but you're kind of outside your house. No, wait, you're outside of
that other place with the 2 guards.
Growlhund Villa.
Yep.
Now, and then the one guard, as I said before, even though Groc, you think you're a rock, this other guard's like, hey, wait a minute, that rock wasn't there before. And he leaves his post and he walks over to come and inspect this sudden rock in the middle of the road. I think I killed Godzilla.
I'm fine. I'm
Godzilla?
here.
Oh.
Okay.
I just had myself muted because I had nothing to say about the
Creepy. People.
other than posting Judy.
Yep.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's about right.
Yep.
I wasn't looking because I had to keep an eye on the book. And
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Yeah.
there is no war in Bossing Say.
Oh God, I remember that.
Mm. Hey, what happened to the other Judy? What are you talking about? I am Judy.
So yes, as I was saying, this one guard has left his post to come and inspect the sudden rock that's in the middle of the road. 1 minute to actually get my dice.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check on this.
I cast Druidcraft Swarm of Pigeons.
All right, Taylor.
I like Taylor.
The muscle birds just come in.
I said she.
She.
I said she after. I picked myself.
Yeah,
She, they, we don't know.
we do know. It's been confirmed that Taylor was
Female.
was Ivan's sister.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah. I remember that little bit of information.
Because
Yes, but we do not know if they go by him,
The pronouns.
her, they,
Whatever.
etc.
I mean, Rourke said her, and she.
Anywho.
Yeah, it's okay. I was looking up stats. I got a really good roll. I'm just really wanting to see what it is. Oh, it's a 0. I still rolled a 19 for
The rock is snoring.
He has fallen down and he can't get back up.
Well, you don't know. Maybe you can roll a deception check and see if it works.
He did. The rock still noticed there's a rock, or the guard still noticed there's a rock suddenly found in the middle of the road.
Literally, all you have to do is walk up, and you see that it's a giant turtle shell and not a rock.
Well, that's provided they know what a turtle looks like.
I assume they know what a turtle looks like.
Did someone enlarge a turtle?
Wow, they just clicked and enhanced, didn't they?
Let me see.
All right, so this guard, he sees the turtle sleeping in the middle of the ground, and he just kicks at it. Oi! You! Get out of here! There's no sleeping in the middle of this road.
I wasn't in the middle of a road. I was next to a building or something. I don't. That whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You're
Either
talking with me here with the freaking clone circus.
I literally only remember Groc going into his shell for the sake of plausible deniability of whatever was happening, and I don't remember what
we
was
were
happening.
trying to be inconspicuous. Pride rolled a nat 20 on his performance to do that. I rolled a nat 20 on my stealth to just disappear, and you just rolled a nat 20 on your insight.
Oh yeah, it was a 3-way nat 20. That was dope.
Yeah, except for the insight wasn't enough to tell you. Oh, because you figured out, hey, for a guard, he looks awfully like a mercenary.
Yeah.
And then it's like, bloop, a turtle. And then the
Yep.
guard's like, okay, I've been here long enough to know that's not right. So this guard's now walking up and he's kicking at you. Oi, get out of here. You got no business around here. And he's kicking at you again. I said scoot.
My head pokes out like.
Oh, yeah, you. Get out of here.
I'm just
Stand up.
picturing Groc just like not even fully standing up, just like getting his legs out and just kind of like crawling backwards while staring at the dude with the little squinty eyes.
You know what? Sure, why not? just on all fours.
Oh God, yes. Just crawling backwards while just staring back at the guy with just the angry face.
This angry face.
Is that really an angry face?
That's
That's like a derp face.
Oh God.
That's unsettling.
It's like salad finger face.
Gadget.
Fuck, do I
What's
want
more
to try
unsettling, the
something?
Drew Elite picture or the
so
turtle?
I'm about to. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it was a GIF.
So I guess what's Groc gonna go? Where's Groc going then?
I don't know. I don't know where the other two went.
Pride's just standing like 20 feet away, just blending in, being a sexy motherfucker.
He's voguing.
And Norfinas is invisible somewhere.
Like on all fours, like like a turtle, just crawl toward Pride. Not even breaking, not breaking eye contact with the merc.
Yay!
I posted what Pride is doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except you're still not.
I mean,
checking
that
for
defines JoJo walking to a T.
I mean, there's not really a JoJo walk. It's the JoJo thing is the pose. It's
Yes.
the standing still.
Is that that guy looks familiar?
It's Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Channing Tatum. I don't know why. I
That
was
would be
thinking
why.
Jensen Ackles.
Well, it says his name right there in the link.
it does.
Oh, does it? Oh,
It's
I don't know why I
pushed
thought it
together,
was
but
Jensen
yeah.
Ackles from. I thought it
Because
was Jensen
that's the
Ackles from,
because that's the similar
Supernatural for a second. I
hairstyle
was
to
like, I was
Jensen.
thinking-
I don't know who you're talking about. Can we continue?
Dane from
Yes.
Dane from Supernatural.
Jensen
I
Ackles.
haven't watched that.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right. So, yeah, Groc, you've walked your way over to Pride, who's just standing around like a street performer. Hold on. Someone walks by and they see Pride and they go, "Oh, wow! Are you a model?
You know it.
Whoa, that's so neat! Where do you do your work?"
Falkland Institute of Beauty.
Wow.
What the? It got taken out of the game.
I didn't do it. It really
I
wasn't.
think
me.
I think I accidentally went back a page or something by accident. I didn't even know what to do. I was just scrolling across the map, and then that happened.
The
Anyway.
Falkland Institute of Beauty. Wow. I must send my children there sometime. And you see this person walks away. All right, Groc. So currently you have no idea where Norfinas is. He is one with the shadows. But Pride, you've done a pretty good walk around to know that this place seems a little skeezy. It's a pretty big area. It's about each square is 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 90, 95, 100, 100. It's about maybe 200 by 200 feet. It's 2 floors high. Even though it's a villa, It's got quite the huge yard. It's got a horse stable. All these things you can see from from behind the fence. The second floor seems to kind of be one of those, flat California style houses.
I was picturing the Auditore villa from Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
The Groc. What your insight from before tells you that something just doesn't seem right. You can smell it. Something just doesn't smell right with this house. I mean, sure, you did get a natural 20, but I'm still going to call shenanigans that you can't exactly figure out what's going on. But it's definitely got the hairs on your proverbial neck raised.
I purposefully still on all fours bump into Pride.
I'd make a joke about you doing this, but then you just shiv me.
Oh yeah, Pride. You take no damage. No.
I mean, I still can if you like.
Nah.
I make a head motion toward the nearest alley.
All right. Bride will walk into the alley.
I slowly make my way back into the alley, still not breaking eye contact with the merc. Merc until I go around the corner.
They're doing that two eye, like that thing where they put the two fingers to their eyes and point towards you, fingers to their eyes and point towards you, that they're watching you.
Let out a big old turtle yawn. Like those ones where the neck stretches out 3 feet its normal length.
Oh, so you mean kind of like that image I posted up earlier?
No, nothing like that. To quote a fish-headed chef, is a sin against nature.
Yeah.
Right. So
As soon as I'm in the alley, I get up on my hip back to 2 feet. All right, there's something off about this manor. There was a not city guards, and those are mercenaries of some kind.
Yeah. Which leads to the question of who's rich enough. Oh, right. The guy running the fucking carnival. So. Well, I mean, I have a potential way of getting you and I at least to the front door. Norfinas can get in on his own pretty easily.
I don't want to do this without letting him know. I already don't like that. We've been separated from Dynn for so long, knowing him he's gotten into some kind of trouble.
I doubt it. He's selling food. How much trouble can someone honestly get into by selling food?
To the flash forward to the eye catcher. I had no idea that bread could catch fire fast.
I know, it's great, right?
Flashback to Growlhound Villa.
It's Dynn.
Did you just get a weird sense of
I'm gonna be honest. That
Ominous-
that would have been a great way
ominousness-
to transition
ominousness.
that back to me or
I
something.
don't
honestly.
think that's a word, but yes.
Does anyone else post?
I got a sense of
Dynn doesn't fuck up his cooking. You know that.
The rolls will determine that.
Yeah.
He's always rolled good for his food.
There's always a chance it could happen.
I mean,
There's a
regardless,
chance it can happen. But
he
it
can't
hasn't so
fuck
far.
this up. No one. He
Again.
can't fuck this up.
Again, it's Dynn.
Flashback to the eye catcher. No, that's spaghetti. We were making bread. What the hell? Flashback to the Gralhund villa.
Okay, there it is again. What the fuck?
I don't know, but I'm
That's just
feeling,
me.
see, you feel ominous. I feel correct.
I like that.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
a great sentence.
You just see
Look.
Norfinas break his stealth near
Look,
them.
I've got a good feeling about today. I'm pretty sure today is the day not one of us is gonna have a fucking life-threatening position.
Give it
Based on
time.
his Based on his flash forwards, Ghost is giving it. It seems like the clones are going to be stuck in the life situation.
All right.
Seriously.
Let's try and find fucking Norf. This
I've been here the entire time.
Ugh.
Stone Creek looks at Norf. Fucking Christ.
You came into my alley. This is where I was hiding.
Wow, that's actually a good set of coincidences. I came into this alley because it was fucking the one Groc pointed at. Or nodded at.
So I assume you heard what I was saying about the mercenaries.
Hmm.
Yeah, villa's a decent size, so guys definitely raking in a lot of money.
Hmm.
Something tells me it's a lot more than what a roving carnival can pay for, though.
Hang
I
on.
mean, something that nice. Ugh.
Hang on. I'm gonna check the book for this one. He pulls out the Harper's Code book.
All right. So what exactly are you looking for in this Harper's Code book?
Just anything referencing either the villa or the possible mercenaries out the front of it.
You actually will find nothing.
Huh. Nothing in the book.
Hmm.
God. I'm just hoping at like the end of that book it says something like the circus eats kobolds, and then it just like transitions to Dynn. So,
Hey, why are you pouring beef stock on me?
Oh, just because I slipped. Sorry.
well, I can
Ca-
tell. Well, you already know I'm a pretty beefy guy, so.
Hold on. First off, no, you're not. You have a negative strength.
I know. I'm just kidding.
It's gonna become. Any of you guys seen the movie Surf's Up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm aware
Yeah,
of it.
oh God, I know what you're talking about. Damn it.
Chicken Joe.
Groc, I know you've been all turtle lately. But when you've kind of come back into this alley, have you been keeping tabs on the nimble red detector, or have you just stowed it away?
Once I got into the alley, I pulled it back out.
Yeah, it's going crazy, pointing towards this house.
Yep, that's about right.
All right.
That's not ominous at all.
Meaning one of the fake nimble rights is in there.
Maybe. So, Pride, you said you and Groc can get in there, so how are you gonna do it?
Well, I have a neat little spell that allows me to move from one place to another place.
Oh, great.
Oh, breaking and entering, I see.
Yep. I mean, I assumed we were going to be doing that.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me about that is, don't know if you noticed in the past, I'm not exactly the most,
Stealthy.
Oh, trust me, that's exactly why I had this. You see, I can transport not just myself, but one more person.
I'm more talking about, when
After.
we get it, afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, hard cut to
I've
every
still got
single
magic. I
hard
still
cut to
got
every
some
single
magic.
nat 1 stealth check Groc has rolled throughout this campaign.
Like the GIF I just posted. Groc trying to
Don't worry,
stealth.
I've got magic that can help us with this.
That was actually kind of funny.
Bam, right in the junk.
That guy got what he
Oh,
deserved.
fuck.
That guy got what he deserved.
You can see he's still got a beer in his one hand too.
That's
All
good.
right.
He
But
did
yeah,
not drop
don't
the
worry.
beer. I'll give him that.
So I've got a spell that can easily help you with that.
Okay, check now.
So we're gonna do a good old sesh of B&E.
Nolf, can you still go invisible?
I wasn't invisible, I was just hiding very well.
Ah,
Do it again.
Yeah, I'm the
Do it
one-
again. Roll
I'm the one that
spell
can
to-
do the whole invisibility shtick.
Look, as long as I can get over... I got multiple ways to get over the walls, and once I get inside, I can try and disguise myself as someone. Maybe one of the guards if they got more inside.
All right. We can just climb the wall.
You mean I can just climb the wall? Or if I can get high
True.
enough, I can misty step my way over the wall.
About how tall is the wall?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
The estate is enclosed by 12-foot-high walls,
Oh, simple.
and it requires a successful DC 15 athletics check to negotiate a climb without gear or magic.
So we can do that.
Yep.
Would it be
we can do
possible
that
to use
easy.
athletics? Not athletics, acrobatics.
I mean, if you can get onto another roof and can
Flip
Parkour.
and ninja jump in or something.
parkour.
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Yeah, we're gonna let you go first, though.
Yeah, we want to make sure that it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a building close enough to us that is across the street from the villa?
Yes. Just give me 1 second, because I think at this point I should probably actually find a map of Gralhund Villa and import it onto a new page. So you guys, would you be at the front gate at this point? I'm gonna reveal at least one area. It's gonna look shitty.
Probably the front
where-
gate because we would have seen that already.
That's the front gate.
Well, we'd be where there aren't guards standing guard.
Yeah, we're in the
Okay.
alley still.
That's fine. I'm gonna at least reveal the perimeter.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bit because it's all diagonal. Stupid fucking diagonals.
Damn diagonals.
So it's 12 feet high.
Yep. You could probably like literally just
good
walk
luck.
up and just jump on it.
Okay. I am going to try and find a building that's close to the perimeter. And once I get up there, I'll think of something to do. Based off what I scout.
One second. As soon as I get the load. This one last thing I just revealed, that would obviously be a chimney. It doesn't fall me. Obviously, it is a chimney, is what I'm trying to say. And then this other part I'm revealing now is the second floor.
Okay.
It's not like a separate building, it's the second floor. And do you see how the chimneys match up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, not that I'm saying climb the chimney and come down like Santa, but you get a scale of how it lines up.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you guys like to be on this map? I know you said you were just coming from an alley, but where would you like to try and do your sneaky thing? Because basically everything is an alley. Feel.
I'm actually going to the roof.
Hey, so there are guards standing at the front gate, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Just the front gate. There are walls. I'm going to argue if you look down at like the bottom left corner, you can't jump these particular areas here because it's pure wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it would have to be on right there or
Yep.
somewhere around here.
Yep.
I'm all for going through.
Right here, you would notice right here, this is clearly a stable.
Norfinas will just sort of nudge Pride and Groc, and he just sort of says, "Let me scout first." So that I'm just gonna go up the top of one of these buildings, and they'll give me a clear view of over the roof, and then maybe I can see if there's any guards on the inside first.
Yep.
Is there a fire escape on one of these buildings? Like, on the buildings in the alleyway that we're currently standing in?
There's not really a fire escape, but there's a drain pipe. This is a house. This is only a 2-floor house. This is not an apartment building.
Oh, okay. Is the building higher than the walls?
Oh, much higher.
Okay.
So, like, as I mentioned before, this second... Oh, you can't see there. This second area to the north, that is just the second floor.
Yep.
I've tried my best to reveal, so it kind of looks like a Tetris piece.
Yep.
You can't see it, but I'm trying to describe that it perfectly overlaps with the bottom left corner of the folded-in area.
Okay.
Very much so. So yeah, you don't see a fire escape. It's not that big of a house. In all, it says each floor is 20 feet. So this house is about 40 feet high.
Okay.
That chimney would easily be about maybe 50, 60 feet high.
Okay.
The stable would probably be about maybe 30 feet high from ground to roof.
Okay. So from the alleyway we're standing, the building that we're next to, how tall is that to get to the roof?
Is currently it's actually pretty short. The one you're next to is about 10 feet, but the one across from it, these are all random sized buildings.
Yeah.
It is about 50 feet high. It's pretty lopsided in the sense that, I mean, like, one next to it is 10 feet high, the one next to that is 50 feet high, the one across from that is 40 feet high. The one that's 10 feet high is actually just a store.
Okay.
Like a fruit vendor of some sort.
I am going to climb. I'm going to try and find a way to get to the roof of the 50-foot tall building.
I'm going to say that the one of the 50-foot building is on the left. So you would be pretty much on top of the second floor. So like where I'm clicking onto the top left of the map, you would be pretty close to about here.
Okay.
The chimney.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get up to the roof of the 50-foot building. So, what do I need to do?
You're gonna jump, just regular ass jump, and jump is not as complicated as you think. For you, you'd be pretty fine. Jump, movement, jumping, loading. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. I will say dexterity score.
Okay.
So you're more nimble than strength.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a modifier; it's strength score.
Oh, thank you.
So if you're or your dexterity score. So like if your dexterity score is like 16, you can if you move at least 10 feet, you can jump at least 16 feet. That's what I'm saying as a round number. I can't remember what your dexterity is.
18.
18? Oh, Jesus fuck. Yeah, all you need is a 10-foot running start, and you can jump 18 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can parkour, bro.
This rule assumes that the high... okay, I'm just going to read the full thing out.
Yep.
It says your strength, I'm not doing that, determines how far you can jump. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your dexterity score. if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Yep.
Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs 1 foot of movement. This rule assumes that the height of your jump doesn't matter, such as jump across a stream or chasm. At your GM's option, you must succeed on a DC 10 athletics or acrobatics to clear low obstacles, no taller than a quarter of the jump's distance. For shits and giggles, roll me that acrobatics and try and get higher than 10. I think you could roll a 2.
Oh,
Holy shit! Oh,
Jesus.
okay. So
11.
you run and you jump. You do clear it, but like you clear it to the point where you land right on the edge, and like you do that arms flailing, like whoa, 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 like that windmill and kind of thing. But you are able to right yourself, and you land on top.
Brad just raises up a sign with a 1 on it.
Give me a stealth. You've got.
I shift pride.
Worth it.
You have some form of advantage to stealth, right?
If I'm moving, yes.
Okay, give me a stealth just to see how much noise you make landing on the roof. I have full confidence in you.
I shift pride with the hammer.
19.
You don't make a noise. If anything, you make as much noise as a pigeon would. I mean, a fat pigeon.
Bring me Reese's peanut butter cup.
No, Tubbs. No.
Well, that's Tubbs. That's I think it's Game Grumps. I think it was. Well, I didn't do that.
Hold on. You're right. You didn't do that. There. How about?
My identity is being stolen.
My character's mine. It's not its own.
Stop it, God.
I'm kidding. Oh no!
That is weird.
Well, that's not a nat 20.
Oh,
Those are remember those are built with siege, so it was meant to be like
Yeah.
like a nat 20. Yeah.
Mm.
What's the cab with Tawari again?
It's like a Tonto, but it very much it's got a blade similar to like a rhinoceros beetle's horn.
Oh, okay.
I remember what they are. A lot of ancient Japanese police officers used them.
Yep.
Huh.
I got the that and a jute that's adamantine for the fight against the golems.
That never
but
happened.
Someone, yeah.
Wait, why are you attacking something again?
I'm
Ghost.
not. Ghost is.
See, that's why there's 2 Grocs on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed that all of a sudden. I'm like, I blanked out a second. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Ghost is being Ghost. That's all you need
Yeah.
to know.
Okay.
I've already drank half of my half pint or half quarter. It's 2 liters, and a gallon is about
3.
4 liters.
All right,
Yeah.
let's continue on.
Yes. You've consumed a lot of alcohol, and it's getting to you.
Maybe. All right. So, Norfinas, you are safely on the roof of this of Gralhund Villa. Let me actually reveal.
Oh, okay.
I'm just revealing.
Yep.
The name.
See, now that was me.
Roll damage. Oh, I can just do that. Yeah, Groc.
All right. Pride takes 12 damage shit to the head.
Is that serious damage?
No.
Oh.
Good.
Metaphorical.
It's Friday the 13th, but we're not that mean.
Just remember, last time we played on a Friday the 13th,
Pride died.
Yeah.
I just want to remind you that my real name is Jason. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
My youngest brother's name is Jason.
yes, Jason.
But it's okay. Jason canceled all Friday the 13th activities.
There's a
out
lawsuit
of, concern.
going.
Well, no, out of concern about the coronavirus.
Yeah, don't worry. Jason Voorhees locked himself in the bottom of the lake. He just
He's
doesn't want
immune to
coronavirus.
it.
He's dead.
But
Or
it's
rather undead.
No, but it's not sporting if everyone else is sick, so he just goes, it's not that fun. Okay, guys, you get a freebie.
So, Norfinas, you're on the roof. What are you doing?
I am... While moving quietly, I'm going to go to the edge where to see if there's any guards or anything on the other side.
Yes. There would be... Give me 1 second to
Yeah.
throw some tokens down. Please don't make me pay for this. Please don't. Son of a fuck.
Friday the 13th strikes again.
No, I mean, there's a lot of free assets, and they're a pain in the ass to scroll through. I was just trying to type in the word thug, as you know, or a guard.
Yeah.
And all I get is like FP2, FP3, FP4, FP5, etc., etc., etc. And it's a pain in the ass to have to.
There's no real naming conventions.
No, and that's why I'm going son of a bitch.
Just do bandit.
You usually gotta pay for those. Characters. Soldier. Fuck it. We're just gonna go with knight. This. No, I don't want a female knight. Screw it. You're gonna get this. And you're gonna get this one. Really don't care to put that much more effort into it. I have made this map humongous, I am aware. It's not that this... Well, I mean, it's pretty accurate to highlight how big the house is. But, do you see how I've put 2 guards
Yeah.
at the door? So you would be about 40 feet up in the air. The guards didn't notice you. I mean, for the heck of it, I'm going to roll disadvantage on both of them. Good thing I rolled disadvantage. That's a natural 20 on the one, but a 6 on the other side. And then a 10 plus whatever on the other side. Yeah, no, they don't notice you. So yeah, you can see 2 guards. The ones that were guarding the door. Groc would have been right about there.
Yeah.
Doing his Groc.
Can I see into the courtyard?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me reveal that.
Yeah.
I
really like the 7 Deadly Sins phone game they've released recently. It's really good. It just goes by the actual story, and it's got like actual like 3D versions of the anime, which kind of is decent looking at least.
So yeah, that's the whole courtyard. Everything I didn't reveal is a building, and it's just interior. So it's enough.
So there's no guards in the courtyard?
Nope. Oh. Yeah, there is 1 single guard with 2 dogs.
Okay.
Let me get...
What's it? I would say what's a dog, but we know Benedict.
Yeah.
Familiars. Maybe it's just dog in here. Bat, cat, frog, ferret, hawk, wolf. Fuck it. Get wolves, because they're mastiffs. There you go. Hi, cat. Sorry, my old cat, whenever she wants attention, I give it to her because she's 16 and probably won't live to see next year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's 16 and she's in pain all the time.
Yeah.
All right, there she goes. Cool. Yeah, so you see right about here, the guard and the dogs just doing their thing. Trolling around.
Okay.
They're not really of anything to be concerned about. And also, yes, I'm very well aware that they don't exactly line up to the map grid. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll finagle it perfectly.
Would I be close enough to Pride and Groc to cast message to one of them?
Ah, fuck it. Yeah, you are. I'm just gonna say you are.
Oh. Cast message to Pride. Pride. There's other than the 2 guards at the front, there's a guard inside with 2 dogs walking around in the courtyard.
All right.
Do you want me to just go inside and look around? I'll scout it out a bit.
How many guards are on the outside?
2. And 1 inside.
With the 2 dogs.
Yep.
But we don't know if there's any more in the building, so... do the guards look the same?
No.
Like, in terms of armor?
They don't look like what Dynn is facing. I mean, yeah, they look the same. They're dressed the same, but you very much get the impression they're mercenaries.
Okay.
So I am facing something.
Of course you are.
Like that was about as subtle as as Dynn in any conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I'd say don't head in without Groc and I, because I'll be honest, I'd rather not risk open conflict with all the mercenaries against just one of us.
You do realize who you're talking to, yes?
Yeah.
The mask of many faces. I'll look exactly like one of the guards. They're not gonna notice anything.
Speaking of notice anything, this is a fluff. This is a fluff roll. Give me a perception or insight. You're going to be telling the time of the day. This is very fluff.
Perception. 25.
You notice that it's starting to get dark, but naturally. It's starting to get dark in the day, and the 2 guards that were standing at the gate, they both turn, walk towards the gate, open it, get inside, lock it, turn around, and just start making their way. They're not running, they're just walking inside. If you want to roll an insight, go ahead.
I'll give it a go. 14.
You don't, just based off of how they're walking, very casually as opposed to hurriedly or suspiciously, you figure that it must be shift change.
Pride. He casts message again. The 2 guards at the front gate, they just left. But by the looks of it, they're doing a shift change.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the thing about your mask, Norf. It works easily on guards and other people because guards don't all know one another. But a group of mercenaries, that's private. And they're gonna know who's a part of their group.
Thinking. Oh, wait, hang on. I don't want to use this, but I still have it. Let's see. Oh, doesn't say anything. Give me a sec.
yeah, while he's doing that, should I add the Croque Madame into my menu now?
Yes, go ahead.
Cool.
Do you guys want me to jump back to Dynn while you plan a strategy or something?
I'm just quickly looking up Arcane Eye, that's all.
Yeah, they're fine. They can keep going. Dynn will face the consequences later.
Well,
And also, I'm just making the while you're doing your thing, I'm just making the guard just walk around because
they're patrolling.
Sending stones.
Yeah.
the magical earpieces that Critical Role had were handy as fuck.
Yeah.
That was a god level item that those guys had.
I mean, hey, I just need one more level and I can do something about that.
Well, the reason they had him is because Tiberius is a tinkerer.
And they were also starting off as Pathfinder instead of
Or well, it was like I think it was like a combination of Tiberius and
yeah, that was one of the last things he did before Orion left.
Yeah.
Did you know that Orion Akaba played the voice of Crazy Dave in Plants vs Zombies?
He's also in Just Cause.
Yep.
So back to talking to Pride. Well, I got the scroll of Arcane Eye. I can probably use it to scout out the building, see what's up with it, and it's invisible.
Can you put it inside the building?
Create an arcane. Duration. I can prop open a window, or send it down the chimney.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Norfinas will use Scroll of Arcane Eye.
Okay.
So
you're sending your Arcane Eye down the chimney.
yes.
Do
Do you need me to list off what it does, or?
No, I've used it.
Okay.
It does. Actually, list it off for the viewers.
Okay. So Norfinas is using a Scroll of Arcane Eye that he bought. It creates an invisible magical eye within the range that hovers in the air for the duration, which is an hour, provided I'm concentrating, and I receive visual information from the eye, which has normal and dark vision out to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction, and as an action, I can move the eye in 30 feet in any direction. There's no limit to how far away from you the eye can move, but it can't enter another plane of existence. A solid barrier blocks the eye's movement, but the eye can pass through openings as small as an inch in diameter.
So yes, your Arcane Eye travels down the chimney, and it comes out into, as you can clearly see, G14. This is the ballroom. Make your laughs now, because you're not that far off from your jokes. Gilded mirrors, tasseled tapestries, and stained glass lamps festoon these walls. Mounted above a fireplace is a stag's head made out of blown glass. Haha, keep making your jokes. The veined marble floor is polished to a mirror-like sheen. Tacky chandeliers dangle from the ceiling, and the walls are covered with a painting depicting an orgy.
Am I able to both use Arcane Eye and Message at the same time?
Are
As
they?
long as they're not both concentration.
Yes, thank you.
Are they both concentration, though?
I completely
Is
forgot that I had
message
the
concentration?
Gormand's feet.
Doesn't say.
Then I don't.
Then
think
it's
it
not.
is.
Okay.
They'll
Yeah.
have that C or just say concentration.
It will very, very specifically say.
It'll have a C tag on it.
Yeah.
Then no.
Great. Go for it.
And you can.
Okay, Pride, so through the Arcane Eye, I can see from the chimney that there's a ballroom, a labyrinth, with basically fancy stuff in here.
All right, how fancy are we talking?
stained glass windows, lamps, a glass maid. What is it? What was it? A moose head?
Stag. So elk.
Elk.
Kind of close, but still not the same thing.
Okay. An elk made out of glass and paintings depicting orgies.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
So I'm keeping the
People
eye.
have weird ass tastes.
They're nobles. So the white Norfinas
That is
is.
all you see in this room, by the way. You see a door, right here.
Yep, I see it.
You can get your eye to go down to the second floor. There is another layer in the fireplace.
Yep. Is there no way to get through the door? There's no like inch thing?
There's like I'm gonna see if the door has like an inch gap on the bottom. I'm gonna roll d20.
Yep.
10 and below, it does. 11 and up, it does not.
Okay.
Natural 20. Sorry, it does not. It is pretty flush. What a waste
All
of
right.
a natural 20 for me.
Okay. But this is on the second. So still talking to Pride. This is on the second floor, and I can't get. And the eye can't get through the door here because it's too big. There's no gaps big enough, so I'm gonna take it down to the bottom floor.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. If I can, I'll try. If there's windows, I'll try and see through it when I do another sweep of the place. But I'm gonna take it to the bottom floor now.
Let me see if it says anything about windows. I don't think it says windows because the map doesn't show windows.
Yeah.
Like every other map that I've had
Had windows.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense. This is like what, a big box, but I'm not revealing this one area because it's a path, and so
Okay.
of you looking at it. Okay. As you can clearly see, G12. The library. The wood-paneled library includes these features. Tall bookshelves are packed with tomes. Sliding wooden ladders mounted on rails allow for easy access to high shelves. In one corner stands an iron lectern with a closed, locked, leather-bound tome resting on it. Two padded chairs face a large fireplace. One has a wolf skin draped over it. Books. Many of the books are handed down. Nope, not reading that. Not that it's spoilers as much as you have to be there and know about these people. But give me a perception. I know you can see, but I would like to do this to see how much I can give you.
If it's side by, then advantage.
That's fine. There are many books that you can see in this general area. For fluff, give me an intelligence or history. I've got a reason.
Let's see.
This is to detect foreign languages or something.
When we get back to me eventually, Ghost, I want to ask you something before we do anything else when you get back to me. I just realized something that I have not realized since I had this whole thing, since I had this skill.
14.
Sure. I'll do that, Dynn.
You can do it later. It's not like when you actually transition to me. I just wanted to ask something like when you transition to me.
There is. So as I mentioned before, how there is in the one corner stands an iron lectern with a closed, blocked, leather-bound book on it.
Yeah.
So your perception was to actually notice the fact that on this closed-bound book is some writing that is not in common. Your history tells you that even though you can't read this, I mean, I don't think you can read this. You think that it is written in Infernal.
Does Infernal... Would Infernal be included with... Oh no, Infernal's something else. It's not primordial. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Okay.
Infernal would be Pride.
Yeah, and
Honestly, Abyssal's a sub-dialect of Primordial, but it's still considered its own language because it's just so fucking perverted in comparison.
again, what's the verdict? I still got the universal translator, but what's the verdict on using that now?
I think it's sound based as opposed to reading based.
Yeah.
But you do see, even though much of it is written infernal, you do, even with your history, I'm going to give you that 17 for this particular thing. You do recognize the Growlhund family crest on the cover.
Huh. Is there anything else important in here?
No.
Okay.
How far can you move your eye on your?
30 feet.
How far can it be from you?
Didn't say.
Like a mile, right? I think it can be like a mile away. Honestly, no, for real.
Bringing this up.
Arcane.
Range 30 feet.
That's it, maximum.
No, well, hang on. It says here,
But no,
as an action, you can move up to 30 feet in any direction. There's no limit to how far away your eye can
That's
move
what I
away
thought.
from you.
yeah.
That's what I've used that. I've used it before, and I thought that I remembered.
Also,
that
it was
particular
used a
thing.
critical role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm gonna say you just float your eye along. There's no one. So.
Well, it's invisible
easy
anyway.
to-
So.
Yeah. And so you come across a door. Same as before. 1 to 10, there's an inch gap. 11 to 20, no gap.
Okay.
5, there's a gap. I assume you want to move your eye through to the next room.
I'll contact Pride first through message.
Oh, sorry. There are 2 rooms. Would you like to go? I know you're going to contact, but would you like to look
This one first.
west? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do your thing with Pride.
Okay. Pride.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second fireplace led down to a library of sorts. The only thing of interest in there was a book that was an infernal by the looks of it, and it had the family's crest on it.
All right, quick question. Are these people human, tieflings, elves, etc.? Are they tieflings or not tieflings?
You would know they're humans.
They're human.
Ooh, that's a concern.
Especially if they got that family crest on it. Listen, I managed to find another door that I can squeeze the eye in, so I'll check it. I'll keep you updated. He pushes the eye through the door.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Reveal area. G11. 10-foot square. This looks like someone's study, an office. A 10-foot square canvas. Okay. A 10-foot square canvas wrestling mat is sprawled across the floor in the middle of the room. Velvet armchairs, small statues of naked men on pedestals, and tall mahogany bookshelves are arranged neatly around the room. A mahogany desk is in one corner of the room, but it doesn't look like it has seen much use. There are also books on some of the shelves, on some of the desks.
I'm gonna direct the eye to look at the books on the desk.
Roll me an insight.
Inside. Okay. 20.
They look fake as fuck, these books. Your insight tells you that, hey, these aren't books, they're boxes.
So like books disguised as boxes.
Yes.
Um,
Most of the books are fake boxes made of painted cardboard.
huh. Can I roll an investigation in this room?
Yes, go for it.
28.
Nice.
It's hard to say in the sense that there's really not much to see. I've actually read almost
Oh,
everything there is about this room, minus actual physical investigation. You're like opening drawers,
Yeah.
or looking under the mat, or
bringing in a
Take a
black
look.
light.
yeah.
Ew. This is your video, man. Come on.
Hey, if,
I mean, spoilers, because I'm sure you probably would do this anyways. If you were to open up these books, these finger air
well, I
quotations
can't
books,
open them while I'm here, so
all they would have would be drawings of naked women, men, and poems. That's it.
Oh.
Just dirty limericks, naked people. You don't want to know what's happening in this room because the book doesn't tell you all that. There's a wrestling mat, statues of naked men. The book boxes are just full of pornography.
The sad thing is, Dynn would probably think they are wrestling in here.
Oh yeah, they're
oh, you poor sweet summer child.
He's 23.
Doesn't
sweet,
matter.
Sweet cinnamon bun.
I mean, that's
Um,
pretty young for a kobold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Dynn's 23?
That's pretty old for a kobold. I mean, come on, they live for 11 days.
Yeah, Dynn's 23.
Bride's, yeah, Bride's
Sport is
25.
The
Wow.
best.
Bride's 45. Jesus Christ.
25.
Norfinas is
Oh,
nearly in his 80s.
Which is still really
well,
young.
yeah, you're an elf.
Yeah,
so
you're
that
an elf.
kinda is
Half
like-
elf.
Yeah. But yeah, well, even then, it's like it's still like what, like in human ages, that'd be like in your 30s technically.
Still
Wouldn't it?
spry. I don't
Yeah.
know. Norfinas contacts Pride again. Okay, so I found their orgy room.
You don't know this is a porn room. I just told you that because I wanted.
Well, I'm gonna say orgy room because there's the mat and the statues.
There's training room. I'm gonna say that you tell them that it's their sparring room.
Well,
Wasn't there a painting of an orgy?
That's
There
the
was.
upstairs, which you already told them about.
yes.
Norf,
Oh.
the more you tell me about this place, the more I hate it.
Well, the weird thing is I can't, with the eye, I can't really pick up anything or look for anything that isn't already on display, but the books on the desk here, though, they look fake. As in, they're not books.
Again, you don't know what's inside them. I
Yes,
just told you.
I know.
Huh.
I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Norfinas will try and get into this room here.
Same as before.
Yep.
10 and below. 17. I'm sorry. No gap.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the eye back up to the roof and I'll try and get through one of these front doors.
Oh, okay. Hey, one. There's a huge gap. That gap's like a foot fucking tall.
So it's like an inch and a half.
Now I'm just curious what these gaps are for.
Well, Norfinas can, with the arcane eye, Norfinas can push them through.
Oh
Push
no,
the-
no, 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 yeah. I know, yeah. I know what it's. I know what you're using it for. I'm just wondering what these people used it for.
Wear and tear.
Probably, yeah, wear and tear, or just simply so the door doesn't catch. There might have been a carpet here installed here at some point,
Yeah.
and then just simply when they removed the carpet, it left a gap so the door wouldn't drag along it.
Yeah.
I didn't reveal the whole thing. There's an extra door right there. G4. This is the guards' barracks. This one-story stone building attached to the mansion serves as quarters for 20 house guards. The main room contains 10 bunk beds. Each comes with a pair of footlockers containing folded clothes and worthless personal artifacts. Should not
Yep.
have read that.
Oh, well, I can probably
Uh,
guess what they are.
Well, last time each Footlocker had a bunch of money.
Yeah.
When you were in the bear cult.
Yeah, but that
system.
was the cult.
You didn't know that this time. Anyways.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not reading what this is unless you look.
I'll try and... Wait, how many guards are in there currently?
No guards. It's empty.
Huh. Yeah, I'll try and squeeze through this door.
17. Sorry, no gap.
Contact.
And as you can see, this is back out to the courtyard.
Yep.
I should have done better. There's a door right there.
Okay.
A door right there. The guards went in. A door right here. That's it. I think that's all the doors that are available. Sorry.
Right, I found where the guards' quarters are, but there's no... where they're sleeping, but there's no guards currently in here.
Alright.
But there's...
How many guards are there?
Well, judging by the beds, there is 2, 4, 6, 8,
20.
10. Oh, wait, no, the bunk beds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess so. It specifically says here, this one-story stone building attached to the mansion serves as quarters for 20 house
Okay.
guards. So, sure, maybe bunk beds.
So,
Fun.
but for all, can I do an investigation to see like which beds are like made and which ones are like neat? Because I'm guessing these are mercenaries and not actual soldiers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go for it.
It's mostly just to determine how many numbers are there. 14.
They all look like they're used. Some are made, some are not made. Part of the regime tells you it's you can't really tell. I'm trying to think of good ways with the 14. Wear and tear of the fabric, you know, some of it doesn't look as bright as it could have been had it been like never used. You get the impression that they're probably all used.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that all the beds are being currently used, so there might be 20 guards in here.
So up to a maximum of 20 guards on the property. Got it.
And I can account for 3 of them.
Well,
Norfinas will go out of G4 and he's gonna try and get into the stables.
Okay. Same as before. 9! Ho ho! And there's another door right there. G3! You sunk my battleship. The Coach House. This stone building contains a beautifully maintained coach and clean stables that house 4 draft horses. There is currently 1 jet black riding horse as well for 5 spaces. It even has a name, but you don't know that. A sliding wooden door bars access to the street and has a padlock on the outside. Or I guess on the inside. No, on the outside.
Okay.
So there is a padlock that would prevent you from just simply opening the door and walking in, which is why there's been no guards there. The larger... No, I'm not reading that.
Though I will try to get into that other room.
Hey, you do. That's a 3.
Okay.
Oops, that's feel. And there's another door. But The larger room north of the stables contains tack and harness for each horse, as well as bales of hay and yard tools. But there's another door.
You'll try and get in through there too, please.
Yes, that's a 6.
Okay.
Damn, you've been doing really well on those.
The smaller room in the northwest corner has 2 cots. One. No, not going to read that because you wouldn't know. Somebody is currently sleeping in one of the beds. They do not look like a mercenary. They look like a stable boy.
So, okay, so there's 2 beds in here. Can I do a quick investigation?
Yes.
16.
I'm going to say that your investigation of G3 tells you that the black riding horse has some pretty spiffy horseshoes. Nudge, nudge. Oh, off on the side, there is also 2 saddlebags that look pretty bulky.
Okay. Contact Pride. Pride, I've just finished investigating looking through the stables. Apparently there's only a stable hand in here currently sleeping. However, there's a second bed. You said there was a coach in there?
Yes, there's a coach, 4 draft horses, 1 jet black riding horse,
Okay.
and the riding horse has some pretty spiffy looking horseshoes and 2 bulky saddlebags.
Okay. I relay that information to Pride, but I also point out that you could potentially get in here through the main door, but it's locked on the inside, so I'll have to open it.
Outside.
Didn't you say it was locked on the inside?
Outside. I meant to say outside. I'm
Oh,
sorry
okay.
if it's not.
It's locked on the outside, so you'll need to find a way to open it, or you need me to help you.
I mean, in the end of the day, we can easily just... Groc and I can just jump the wall if needed.
Except there's that guard with the dogs around.
I will point out that the streets are pretty busy.
Don't worry about it.
The streets are full of people right now, but
Okay.
as the sun starts to set, I'm going to say that you guys have been scoping out this place for the past hour or so.
Yep.
And as the sun is setting, that while the street was busy, it's kind of sort of slowly starting to get less busy.
Yep.
So I want to double check. Godzilla, have you fallen asleep on us again?
No,
Okay, cool.
I'm just
All right,
playing my
so-
Hero Academia.
So, we should probably meet up by the south wall.
Yeah, around there.
Did you try and go through here?
I was just about to do that.
Okay. I will roll right now to find out. Oh, 10. You can get through.
Ooh.
Okay.
Close.
There are 2 doors, as you can see.
Okay.
G5. The kitchen. It's a kitchen.
It's a
There's really
kitchen.
very little flavor text.
Yep.
It's stocked with cookware and utensils. A large fireplace is used for cooking meals.
Okay.
It's a kitchen.
I'll
Hey, on the other hand, there's a fireplace. You could probably get through unchallenged.
Okay, I'll try that if I can't get through any of these doors.
Would you like to go for the doors first, or would you like
Yeah.
to try for the fireplace?
Doors first.
Which one, north or south?
North, please.
18. Nope, no north.
Okay,
Ooh.
south.
2.
Ah. If he can't make it from one side, if he enters in a different room that also has a door to there, could he try from another side to again or something?
Maybe. This is where the fun starts now.
Oh, the orgy's happening.
This pantry is lined with shelves containing dry foodstuff, spices, fold tablecloths, and jars of preservatives, as well as 2 dead bodies.
Can I investigate the bodies?
They've been murdered brutally.
I like how
hardcore orgy.
Nat 20.
They've been murdered
Fucking
really recently and brutally.
Would I be able to tell what weapons
Sorry.
were used or how they died?
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going with my investigation. So, or your investigation, that's your 20.
Okay.
A middle-aged female human maid has been. Oh no, wrong room.
Oh god, there's more dead bodies.
2 servants, an older male human, who probably might have been the head butler, and a younger male halfling, the cook, have been murdered. The cook has been stabbed. Head maid had his head bludgeoned in.
Pride, this shit just got real.
How so?
2 dead bodies. Pantry. One was blood. The head butler was. But I'm assuming it's the head butler. Human, bludgeoned in the head. Halfling cook, stabbed.
Does the halfling have a fish head though?
Alright, do you want Groc and I to move in now?
No. Unless they got a way to see the eye, I'm perfectly fine. And unless they got a... Oh shit, I forgot to check to see if there's no entrances to the roof.
There are not.
Now, and as long as they don't see me on the roof, I'm fine.
You rolled a really great stealth, and I really don't think that this guard is going to see you really high.
Yeah.
Norf, so far, everything screams that those guards probably aren't the guards that were hired by the nobles that lived here.
Norfinas, give me a stealth as you're doing your best to whisper. You just saw some dead bodies, so it's a matter of...
19.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this.
Natural 20? Shit.
No, I rolled a 19 plus 1.
Oh, that's such bull!
I'm sorry.
That's such bull! Oh!
Doesn't he have advantage on stealth or something?
It's a
Doesn't
double
matter, it's a 19.
Double 19.
Oh, that's so
And that's
sad.
only that's only if I'm moving.
Do you have like Cloak of Elven Kind or something?
No, boots of elven kind.
Oh, shitty. If you had the Cloak of Elven Kind, I have disadvantage to spot you.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can oh, no, that won't
What about
work.
that new armor you got? Doesn't that have something?
No.
That's investigation checks.
Oh, shit.
That's like a once per day thing.
Yeah, and I haven't used it yet.
Alright, I need a minute to look something up. You have been spotted. I know you're... You know what? Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna make it a stand. It's more sound that he heard you whispering because I've got reasons.
Isn't message with the mind, or is that...
No,
You gotta actually speak.
you have to whisper.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm looking at the message spell, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Oh, it's a cantrip. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
how come
that's-
I'm able to still hold concentration with my arcane eye and still use message.
And I've got... Oh, here we go.
That sucks.
Don't worry, I can get out of there.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I'm not worried, but that, like, it sucks you can't explore anymore.
Here's the rub of it all. So, roll me a perception with disadvantage because you're really not paying attention to this. You're paying attention to other shit.
Oh, no.
14.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's about right.
Then you have the what was
Side.
it? The fucking
I know you've got sight, but you're
Yeah, I
really
know,
not
that's-
paying attention.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't count. I only get advantage on sight-based rolls.
It
this
is
one would be
sight.
kind of hearing.
So
This
it
is
would just
sight,
cancel
but
it out.
I've got GM reasons that you wouldn't see this because you're fully focused on your arcane eye. You're absolutely not looking for this. So the guard and his dog disappeared. Put yourself up on the map of G14 for me, please.
G14.
Because you're on the roof.
Yep, sure. Hang on.
Oh, he's been on the roof this whole time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Again-
okay, that's interesting.
like, I thought I could, I didn't realize I could, the Arcane Eye was only last second. I thought I was going to sneak in.
Oh, you're lucky you got that thing from earlier then.
Yeah, but I was going to use it for other stuff, but, you know.
Oh, God fucking damn it, the what I want I gotta pay for. I'm not paying $4 just for one thing.
A body has been discovered. Ooh, poo, 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 poo.
Alright, I could probably keep looking it up. I'm
Fucking
just gonna get,
Monokuma.
Mm-hmm.
can get this.
I could maybe do the actual Monokuma's voice if I tried.
I don't like this.
The fuck are those?
Reminder, last time we played
Friday the 13th, someone died.
Oh shit. Pride's gonna die again.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't think Pride's out of
Oh, no,
all
I'm
of
just
us, Pride
joking.
is
I'm just joking. I'm just
danger.
joking.
It's
I'm
either
just
gonna be
joking, man.
you. It's either gonna be you or North.
Don't worry, I can get out of this, though.
Yeah, didn't oh wow. That really leaves the options open then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You planned this go.
No, I didn't, as much as I figured enough time has passed that I should have at least one attempt at this, and I was totally ready to let it not do anything.
But-
Wait,
Well-
you were attempting to kill us?
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, come on, it's
But
that time of year again.
It is.
boy.
Norfinas. So, a 10 won't hit you, an 11, a 9 won't hit you,
16
but I'm
is my max.
sure a natural 20.
Oh.
I can take a picture to prove I'm not bullshitting, but
I
a
mean,
natural
yeah.
20,
Would me casting shield do anything?
natural 20.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, this guy who's down there is going to. I'm gonna roll to confirm.
Oh boy, people got onto the roof.
Okay, it's not a confirmed. I mean, so it's not just default max. But that is still a lot. You're going to. Oh, piece of shit! So I rolled 4d6 and I rolled a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 4.
Nice.
So,
So
7
7.
plus 4. You're going to take 11 necrotic damage
Oof.
Wait.
as the shadow slashes towards you.
Oh
Also-
boy.
Also, your strength score is reduced by 4.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
Those are shadow demons, aren't they?
No, these are just straight up shadows. Page
Huh.
269 of Monster Manual.
Huh.
Is it alright if I can look these up since I'm not dealing with them?
I got -2 on my strength for now.
Oh
Why
well.
is it -4?
Yeah, it is a D4, and I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
No, he subtracted 4, but it is his modifier.
Oh, his
is
modifier is
nine.
-2. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
You had 10, didn't you?
I had 11.
11. Ooh.
Oof.
Fuck.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't die because this is Not even death saves on death kind of shit. But you guys are high enough level that I'm not.
Yeah.
And so as a bonus action, it's going to hide advantage, and it is 22 to hide. So you can't see it. It's gonna stay there, but you can't see. 'Cause I don't feel like deleting it to pull it back up. And then the other two are going to natural 20 to hide,
Shit.
and ooh, stuff. Where's stuff? Yes. 17. 17 to hide. This is the lowest one. This one's 17 to hide. But these guys are gone. They have gone back into the ground because it is kind of getting a little dark.
Shit.
Oh no. You put yourself in a terrible situation.
You can run.
Did I see what attacked me?
Yeah, your perception of the now your perception of the 20. Give me a new perception check as something literally slashed at you from while you were kind of blinded with your arcane eye.
Do I get
27.
advantage because of sight?
Yeah.
Okay, 27.
A shadow attacked you, like a black ghost attacked you.
Shit. From where I am, how close am I to Groc and Pride?
Let's see. What's there to there? 20. You're about diagonally going down 20. You're about maybe 40 feet away from. Because it's about 40. No, you're about 60 feet away from them.
Okay. I am
Math.
immediately going to jump off the building.
Disengaging or something? Because this shadow will attack you as an attack of opportunity.
Cunning action.
Cutting action? Awesome.
I am immediately going to jump off this side of the roof. And I am going to try to aim for the nearest building.
Go for it. Roll me. This would be an acrobatics to acrobatically, like Spider-Man, leap onto the side.
15.
Yeah, you do pretty good. You jump out of the building. You kind of like bounce from like fire escape to outstanding brick to random earache.
Yep.
All right, it's going kind of. From like a little window ledge to a brick that's sticking out a bit more to random flagpole, etc., etc. You managed to get down to the ground, but I'm still going to give you some fall of 3 points of falling damage, which is nothing really.
Yep. 52 health.
These shadows are going to chase after. These shadows.
Dude, how much health do you have left?
52.
Oh, I thought you just said 2, and I'm like, what did you do to yourself?
I got slashed and trauma damage.
They're gonna chase after you. I'm placing you here. God damn it, wrong button. I'm placing you here. Can I get Groc and and Pride to place yourselves in close proximity to where Norfinas is? Because he's probably jumping to you guys.
No, I'm
Close.
telling. Can I do something?
What's up?
I want to message to Pride and tell the both of them to run.
Okay.
From what?
Shadows. Shadows just attacked me on the roof. I'm running.
Shit.
Me.
Groc,
Oh,
Go back.
okay, yeah.
now.
Go back to the cart. I'll meet you back up there later.
Garf,
Oh yeah, he's jumping
following
roof to
you.
roof, not off the building, Ghost. He's jumping roof to roof.
Oh, roof to roof. I thought you were jumping down.
No, I'm jumping roof to roof.
Give yourself back 3 then. I thought you were jumping down.
No.
I'm sorry.
Go back.
Okay.
Yep, I'm telling them. Just go back to the. go back to where Dynn was.
Are you dashing or just running?
I'm just, I'm gonna dash.
You already took your bonus action.
Oh well, okay, running, just normal movement.
Cool. Well, guess what?
What?
What's your movement speed?
30.
Shadow's got movement of 40. So this guy is going to catch up to you pretty quick, and the other guys are going to be there. I'm going to get you to roll initiative to fight 3 shadows. Norfinas. Ooh, I was planning on killing Dynn. I mean, Pride. I mean, I'm
Oh no.
Okay.
Flashback to 2 hours ago. You know, I really don't like the concept of one of us going in there alone.
19.
It's almost like we should stop splitting the party.
Well, I thought I was gonna outrun them, and I'm still gonna try and outrun them.
No, they'll catch up to you. Always.
I mean, he can double dash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, this
Yes,
one
and
guy,
they can use their actions to dash.
No, he can,
Well, he
double,
can double
dash.
dash.
I can-
Like, he can go to
Yeah.
20.
Main
while they can
action
only go
and then bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can bonus action. I play a rogue and a monk. I know how these
I-
guys work.
I also did
I
that
forgot
to
about
give
that.
all of your items back to everyone when that water keep was attacked by the plants.
and so
Wait,
he's
so-
going.
So what's the
Yes.
turn order?
Oh shit! Sorry. You got the 19,
Yep.
but the one got a 6, one got a 12, and one got 11. But the one guy's gonna get one shot off of you first.
Okay.
That's why I said out loud what its rolls are, because I know what you're gonna do. This guy's gonna get one shot at least. Come on, I got one chance to do something to this player.
one shot. Don't waste your chance to kill.
I wasted it. I got 15.
Oh, thank God.
No. Even lower. It's 13.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Even
So I
without the armor, it still wouldn't hit.
Oh yeah, because AC is based on your dex score actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had 14
10 plus
before.
dex.
Yep. Go on, Ghost.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, they're single attackers.
They are.
Um,
And they're amorphous, so you know you can just run right through them, but you might get 2 attacks of opportunity. No, this guy is not going to attack you because he has to catch up on his turn. This
Yep.
guy will always get an attack of opportunity as you run over.
do they fly?
No.
Okay, so they have to be reduced. So they're ground-based stuff. So they have to climb and everything.
Oh, that's interesting. Then if they can get from roofs to roofs, that's cool.
No, but they're fast. They have to move. They have movement speed of
Yeah.
40,
Uh,
and they probably can jump as well. Maybe.
if they can't fly, then I don't think they'd be able to jump, would they? Because you can't have.
Here's
shadow
a
in the
better
sky.
question. How'd they get up onto the roof?
They were probably summoned up
probably-
there.
They're shadows.
That didn't really say much.
Okay. I am gonna use. Actually, I am gonna take the risk, and I'm gonna just dash. I'm gonna dash
Okay.
with my main action.
I miss. I only rolled an 11.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's 60 feet, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash again, so that's 120 feet, and I'm just running in. My objective is to head to the nearest Harper house that have a whole lot of guys there.
Go for it. Give me 1 second. Adam sent me a text message or a message.
Tell him to get in here.
Yeah, we could definitely use a paladin to help us with shadows. I think.
Oh, I head to the office where Halfor is.
We don't know where that is.
Wait, let's just give it a sec. See what he's messaging about.
He's asking me about a one shot that I'm running next week or tomorrow.
Okay.
You know that bit where you guys went into the sewers to kill all the rats?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing
Yeah.
that. Gotcha.
I'm running that next week.
Okay.
As a one shot, my IRL game.
Eh.
I mean, if you want to ask him if he wants to help out in a quick game.
I mean, we've got like an hour left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've taken over this episode again by accident.
Okay.
Yeah, it is how it is.
Groc is about as active as he would normally be
Mm.
in an episode where the party was actually together.
Yeah, Dinn's probably been eaten by now, so.
So wait, would these shadows be solid?
Nope. They're amorphous.
Okay, so
Yeah, you can go through them.
right, so then they would pass through wall of force.
Yep.
Okay.
I know you just got away. You ran away. He tried swiping at you with these shadowy claws, and he missed. You're gone.
Yeah, and
I
at
know.
this point you can go full. Yeah, I guess that's the end of combat then.
Yeah, that is very much the end of combat. You can double dash, so you can go 30, 60, 90 feet. Even at dashing, these guys can only go 80 feet.
And there's probably a limit to how far these guys can go
Would
away
it
from their main.
doesn't dashing? Oh,
You
They
Isn't
can't
dash
double
6
dash.
yeah. So
Yeah, sorry.
You can bonus action dash and then dash again with your full action.
yeah, but isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
60
alright.
feet?
It was 120.
Yep.
It was 120.
It doesn't.
My-
It doesn't double though. It's just your
Double
it's
dash?
action. I don't think so.
Well, dash is double its movement, so that's 60. So double dash would be dash and dash, so 60 plus 60 for 120, right?
Yeah,
I
then
always
Wow.
assumed that
It
I
only
always
adds
assumed-
30.
Yeah, it only adds your movement.
It
So it'd
double
be
your
90,
base
still
score.
more.
Yeah, it's still 90.
Hang on.
It's still more though, at least.
Yeah.
combat dash. When you take the dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn. Increases your
Extra.
speed after applying any modifiers with a speed of 30. For example, you can move up to 60 feet on your turn if you dash.
Yeah.
So yeah, double dashing would be 120 then.
No.
Oh,
It adds your movement. It just adds your movement to your movement.
Okay, so it would be 90 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would it? I want to look that up.
yeah, it is.
It adds your
because it's
movement
not
to
doubling your
movement.
base movement score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just multiply. It's a multiplier, not a double.
Yeah.
So if you double dash, it would multiply it by 3.
1 second. 20.
It's like why if in D&D if you have
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was just. I
have
wanted
two
to double
things that
check
give
'cause I
you,
wanted to
like,
try and
fire
help out,
resistance,
I wanted to help
it
out
doesn't
Ben,
make
but
you
yeah,
immune
you're right,
to
you're
fire.
Right. You still at least have like a 10-foot head on them though.
Yeah, they can't catch up to you so long as you don't stop.
Yeah, and I got other ways I can escape if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom again
Yeah.
while I'm waiting.
Norfinas is just going to keep running to the nearest packed Harper house.
Yeah, I'm going to stop the music here so you can start editing. That was
Yeah.
not me, that was just me.
Anyway, let's continue on.
Yes, currently Norfinas is running rooftop to rooftop. He's probably running west while Pride and Groc are running east.
I mean, we're running. I assume we're all going to the same place.
No, I'm leading them away just in case.
Yeah, he will eventually get
Pride's
ahead.
heading back to the wagon.
I think at this point, this would be a good point for me to jump back up to Dynn.
Yep.
So can I roll a chef's tool to see how good I make the food for the party?
Yes, roll to see how good you can make bread.
Yeah. But yeah, I just realized this now because I've never actually used it. My gourmand feat actually would because it doubles my proficiency in my chef's tools. My lowest number if I don't get a nat 1 would be an 18.
Damn.
One.
Yeah. 27.
So close. I saw the one dice roll.
Wait, actually, no. It's not 27. It's 35.
I think I'd have to. That doesn't sound right, honestly. Even
Well, it says here on my chef's tool thing, Pro 8, and I had no idea that I actually got the double modifier on my
It doubles your proficiency, right?
Yeah. Well, it says doubles my proficiency with chef's utensils.
Well,
So
it wouldn't.
it
would
you
be
would
the
have a plus
bonus.
6 on
It-
top of whatever your
It-
governing
it
skill
wouldn't.
is.
It wouldn't double the full thing. It would be your proficiency bonus, which would be doubled, and then your. And
I
then
assume it's dex based.
it's wisdom based.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
it would be. It would
What's your
be-
wisdom score?
Well, then why does my thing on my tool proficiency says chef tool 8 wisdom?
Because that is your bonus plus your modifier.
Yeah. Your proficiency.
Oh, well, either way, it's still be a 30 then, because it's just
Yeah.
adding in the 3. So
Yeah, 'cause that would be
a straight 30.
That would be like a level 20 character modifier.
He did roll a natural 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Either
saying
way, it's
a plus 16 is ridiculous for.
Mm.
okay.
level
I
eight
actually had that confused. And I thought that the proficiency bonus and the proficiency modifier on the proficiency on my actual tool proficiency was a separate thing. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Still, that's still a plus 11. That's still really good.
Yeah, I mean, I had full faith in you knowing how to make a fucking sandwich.
I mean,
Well, if you're making it from
thankfully it was
scratch with like the
Well,
dough
it's-
and everything,
look, even if it's not an advantage, that was a straight roll. I tried to find info to help you, Ren. Don't do this to me, man.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Hmm.
Unnatural 30 then.
1 second.
That's so weird to say.
I mean, you could just say 30
Yeah.
because
Well-
you can't get a natural 30.
Well, I mean, what if you have like a 20? What if you have like a natural 20 and your modifiers plus
You
10?
just say natural
It's
20.
still, yeah, just say natural 20.
I don't know. I've heard.
Because it's
I've
not a
heard-
natural 30. You didn't roll a 30.
Whatever, 30.
It'd be a soft.
Soft
Yeah.
30.
Even then, it still would. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay, let's go. So this chef, he's still all smiling. He's like, "Wow, that's very good. You really know how to make a sandwich." But I kind of already gave Mr. Zardoz a sandwich this morning. I'm glad that you were able to learn such a fine new skill, but perhaps you would like to cook something new for him.
Can I add my chef tool modifier I just did to the next meal too, or do you want me to roll again?
Roll again. Just
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. It's fine.
Yeah, I have full faith in you.
So that would be a 13 then. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let me just check something. Proficiency, double proficiency bonus.
Plus your wisdom.
So then it would be plus 6. So it would be 16.
Yeah, sure. What are you?
No, it'd be 13 still.
No, you had it right.
Okay, I had it right the first time. It's still 13. Okay.
What of your currently known meals or would you like to make for him? It doesn't matter, but for flavor text.
Let's make him. Let's make him the sodium rock lobster since it's still dinner time. Since it's dinner time.
Yeah.
Lobster for dinner sounds good. I'll make it regular lobster, not sodium rock. I'm not gonna make the guy burp and hurt people.
So, like, I'm gonna say that all this has been happening exactly congruently as the rest of the group has been doing their infiltration on Brawlhun Villa. So you don't know what's going on. Plenty of time has passed. You've had enough time to learn how to make these croque madames and this sodium lobster. Rock lobster
I mean-
has.
Well, I rolled a natural 19 and a natural 2. Damn.
Yeah, pretty polar opposites.
Yeah. Oh, go on. Sorry, I just saw that and I was like, huh. What luck?
So this chef, he's always still smiling because what it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow, Mr. Zorbuck will probably be very happy with this meal. Come, let's. He's waiting for us in the dining room at this point. We should bring him his meals." And I'm gonna just roll for this chef and see what he gets. He rolled pretty bad, but it'd be on par with what you got. I rolled a 5 plus whatever modifiers I feel like giving this guy.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I make it up or something.
Yeah. This guy is going to follow up with some sort of dessert. He's going to go with some sort of like ice cream.
Could I help? Could I give him advantage by helping him? I don't know.
Sure. It really doesn't matter. It's just narrative.
I don't know. Dynn wants to always help people cook.
Even worse. So yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
that's fine. That's fine. Let's go with that. I just want to do that for fluff.
So this chef, he starts walking out. He's got one of those plates with like the bowls over top of it, and you're walking out next to him. As you walk through a set of doors into this lavish dining room, towards the back of the ship, you see that it's got several empty tables with chairs all around them. These are like circular tables with like bright red tablecloths and candles still lit. You see, once again, another human. Bright white skin, as if like Caucasian. I should have just said Caucasian. Caucasian skin, big bright grin, but it's not as creepy as like everyone else's. It's more real. I mean, you've already rolled enough insights to know that shit's weird, as opposed to now that is a real smile.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You see this extravagantly dressed gentleman. Dark purple clothes. He's got a great big round pirate hat. He's not a pirate, but you know what I'm trying to describe. Right?
Yeah.
Like a
Barbossa.
nobleman's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
big
what you mean. Don't worry.
nobleman's hat, and he's sitting there at this table. He's got a fine goblet laid out beside him. He sees you walk in. Ah, I believe it was Dynn, wasn't it? I've heard so much about you from all the workers on the dock. I am very pleased to meet you. And this gentleman stands up. You see again that he's dressed in lavish purple clothes. He seems to even have a pair of spurs on his heels. He's got a rapier by his side. It's not drawn or anything. It's just in it's like gold and finely ornate with jewels all along the scabbard. He takes off his hat and he places it down the table, and you see he's got bright white hair. Even though he doesn't look old, it's like anime like white hair.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he smiles to you before he sits back down. And he repeats, so I've heard so much about your wonderful cuisine from all the dock workers. You know, much word travels towards me over here. I'm very much looking forward to sampling your cuisine, for you see, I'm getting ready to host an exquisite and extravagant party before we launch the Sea Maidens Fair 2.0. You see, it did so well earlier in the year that I felt I just had to do it one more time. The town won't know what to do with itself.
Well, I'm glad to be of assistance in your upgrading times.
Now, please, what have you brought me tonight?
Yes. Well, I prepared the dinner. I give you a salted lobster dinner. Considering we're in the area that we're in, this seafood dinner seemed appropriate. With a garlic pasta side dish and a bit of a basil garnish on the pasta.
Oh my!
With of course some melted butter and lemon juice poured on top of the lobster.
That sounds so exquisite. Oh, here, one moment. And so Mr. Zardoz sits back down, but he claps his hands, and in walks in from one of the doors a Nimblewright. Walks in holding a tray with a wine bottle. This Nimblewright walks in, places the tray down with the wine bottle before taking the meal that you have brought forward. Ah,
As
yes.
the Nimblewright passes Dynn, can I make a perception check to smell to see if he might have the scent of explosives or sewer on him?
By all means, I know you have advantage.
Yep.
Oof.
You don't smell anything.
10.
You smell salt, sea air. You smell the smell of fine aged wood of the ship around you. You even smell a bit of BO coming from probably the crew that this Nimblewright might have been around for some time. And
Alright.
so this Nimblewright, he walks over, he takes the tray, and he brings it over towards Mr. Zardoz and lifts the lid, bows, before standing in one corner, just motionless. Mr. Zardoz takes his fork and knife, and first thing he does is just stick it into the pasta and twirl it around before eating a good mouthful. Oh, exquisite. This is truly wonderful. My God, I'm so glad that my chef has had a chance to sample this wonderful cuisine that you've brought for me. Now, what brings you to this wonderful town? Is it just simply to feed the masses? That must be what you've done.
Well, yes, that is a reason. That is a reason that I am here. I travel with a group of adventurers. We were just stopping through the town, and I always love to pass off any food I can to the hungry people. Make a little bit of money with it, of course, to pay to buy back any food I might have used. But I just never want to leave anyone hungry.
Oh, that's very noble of you. And he starts digging into the rock lobster. And you see him not so much gag, but like hiccup a bit. And he goes to reach for his goblet until he realizes it's empty. And he claps his hand as another door opens as a second Nimblewright walks in. And this one has also another tray with a wine. And he walks up and fills Mr. Zardoz's glass.
Can I make a second perception check since it's a different Nimblewright?
Absolutely.
Oof.
Even with
Jeez.
advantage. Even with
It's a-
Oh, an
advantage.
advantage.
I have
You
advantage
still-
with smell.
You still don't smell any explosive or any sewer work. You get the smell of wine on this one. This Nimblewright walks in
Sloshed.
with a fresh bottle of wine. Zardoz looks over to you and realizes that you and both the chef are still standing there. Oh, please, by all means, sit down, and I'll get one of my servants to bring you a meal. And a door opens as a third Nimblewright walks in and is bringing a food platter. It is covered with fine cuts of meat. You roll me another perception check. I know this is scent based because you're going to be smelling this other Nimblewright, but I'm also going to describe the meats and foods you smell.
Of course.
Even with the 14,
14.
You do not smell sewer or explosive, but you do smell exquisite beef steaks. There's a salad with like little cherry tomatoes and bits of cheese. Your smell tells you that this is cranberry goat cheese with a vinaigrette sauce and little bits of strawberry strewn in, and yes, even some walnuts. The wine is a fresh summer mulled wine with various spices. And Mr. Zardoz places it all down before you. Please, I insist.
Of course. As I am just getting my fork into the meat, I would also one thing I kind of forgot I could check actually. My gourmand feat says that I can inspect a drink or food for poison if it's 5 feet from me.
Yep, it would be very much 5 feet in front of you. Would that be perception? Probably investigation. Because you're physically investigating whether it's poisonous or not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look like I'm just looking to see the I'm just looking at the cook of the meat and everything, and also like kind of like get a whiff of the wine, just
Go
to
for it.
make it not look bad.
Roll me.
Oh, investigation, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Uh,
give you the advantage because it's still
I-
sense based.
Yeah, because yeah, my the actual thing that gives me the advantage works on wisdom and intelligence check, so that works.
It is not poison. Do not smell any poison.
All right. I will eat the food then.
Mr. Zardoz is digging into the meal. Oh, scrumptious. Now, my little birds have told me that there was quite the trouble happening in Troll Skull Alley. There was an explosion that happened there earlier. What do you know about this occurrence that happened earlier?
A grocer that I tend to visit. Her shop had taken a little bit of damage. It was very unfortunate that she had to close. She has to close down for repairs. So it was very not good for my business.
Mr. Zardoz places his elbow onto the table and his chin in his forearm, his chin in his hand, and starts stroking at a non-existent beard. Now come on, tell me, what do you know? He rolled a natural 20 to
Damn
incite
it.
you.
Oof.
You know more than you're telling me. I can sense. See, there's a bit of soot along your ankles that I noticed as you walked in. Plus, you've got a couple beads of sweat. Every now and then, you look around as if you're nervous, and I can tell you, I have not had nothing to do with this, but you seem to have a bit more of information that you're letting on.
Well, first off, kobolds can't really sweat, but that might be a little bit of oil or from the food. But I will admit, I did when I was talking to the grocer. She did mention she saw that she did see a Nimblewright, and that kind of has me a little. She saw a Nimblewright with the like we were running away from the building, and it kind of has me a little wary of the Nimblewrights you have near you.
A Nimblewright, you say? Hold on. And Mr. Zardoz claps his hand, and a fourth Nimblewright walks into the room. You are now surrounded by 4 Nimblewrights. Mr.
Perception check again, because the fourth one.
You may. 4 Nimblewrights, Mr. Zardoz, and you do
21.
not smell any explosion or sewer. This 4th Nimblewright.
And I guess while I'm near the other ones, I'm still not smelling anything since I'm surrounded, they said.
You do not smell anything. Now, Mr. Zardoz leans forward and he's got a bit of a shit-eating grin, as it were, so to say, as he looks forward to you and says, "Now, you've not really been here very long, have you?" "No, I think you and your companions are rather new to town." "Yes." "You guys have been poking your nose into business where it doesn't belong. And I can tell you, the Zentarums don't take too kindly to people poking into their business." And Mr. Zardoz leans back and smiles, saying, "I would have no idea what they know about what's going on around here." You can roll an insight, right?
Yep. Can I get advantage because I smell bullshit? Oh shit!
It doesn't matter.
You smell bullshit, but at the same time, you also smell sincerity of cockiness. This guy is not threatening you as much as warning you. He leans back in his chair, interlaces his fingers as he puts both of his hands behind his head and leans back and smiles. "It would be wise to stay out of their business. Those guys are nothing but bumbling, dangerous fools. They don't care what happens to those who cross them. Me? I'm more than happy to keep my distance here on my ship, away from everything.
Dynn is going to. Dynn is going to look as calm as he can and look at what's his name? I can't remember.
Zardoz.
Zardoz, and look at Zardoz. I appreciate the warning that you're giving me. But may I ask, are you still looking for anyone to cook for your party at all?
I would love to have you entertain my guests. Your meal was exquisite. I don't think I've eaten anything as well in so many years. I will be hosting a gala within the next 2 fortnights. A month from now.
Okay. That's very fine. You were saying that the Zentarum had some. You're saying something about the Zentarum, though. I don't want. I'm not trying to pry or anything, but can you please tell me where I need to avoid if I don't want to try and cause any more trouble for you or any of your circus, of course. I want to make sure I can prepare my food in time for the festivities.
Give me another quick insight.
All right.
Cool. So Mr. Zardoz, you just had a super duper quick moment of realization, like surprise and realization, as Mr. Zardoz does his best to hide that as best as he can. As he leans forward, picks up his hat and puts it back over his head. As he leans, and he says to you with the same shit-eating grin of, "Oh yes, you see, I've heard many rumblings that they tend to have
Let me get some paper real quick just so I can write anything down. Please.
Yeah.
Because this seems like it could be important. Because, I'm trying to make sure Dynn's as calm as possible. Dongo in real life is like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh wait, hold on. Here, you speak very clearly into this microphone.
Can you speak clearly into this vase?
Please speak clearly into this chef hat, sir.
Speaking to this nondescript rock that is definitely not a sending stone.
And you just see Norfinas listening in as he's running away.
I know. So, please don't mind the spatula. I'm just holding straight up in my hand. But please go on. But yeah, okay, let's just. What you saying?
Well, you see, my job as an entertainer is to make people forget about the politics that go on in this town. But at the same time, rumors do come to me that they have been congregating a bit in Troll Skull Alley. I don't know exactly what it is they're doing. Now, between you and me, and you do know how to keep a little secret. Oh shit, that's a second natural 20.
Oh shit.
Roll me another insight with advantage.
Okay.
Is he doing intimidation?
He is very much doing an intimidation, and you are very
25.
well aware. As this is one of those extremely, not yelling and swearing as much as extremely intimidating, sly, coy, and calm.
Yeah.
He's acting like a motherfucking godfather.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I definitely am going to feel there's a natural 20. It's going to be hard. I can't really beat that, but with at least the unnatural 20, with the 25, I will at least try to look as calm as I can. Keep my basically just try and have one eyebrow raised at least, just so I can show him that I am definitely wary of about what he's saying.
The tone he is using implies very much that he could hurt you and your friends, but he is choosing not to because he knows how useful you could be to him. That level of intimidation. He's not going to kill you here and now, but he knows that by telling you this information, you are more or less going to be his little puppy dog. That I will tell you what I know, but should you open your mouth, I will know where it came from. He's not saying that out loud, but that's what your insight is telling you of his tone of voice. And so he leans forward, placing his elbow on his table and like leaning his cheek onto his hand as he smiles and says, "Now, word around town is that the Zentarum have got their hands on quite the polymorph bundle. They're flooding the town with various and many Raynar Neverembers. I think they're trying to make a ploy to take control of the town." He leans back once again. "Now, I wouldn't want anything to do with that, but they can be quite the dangerous group. I mean, they did let off that terrible fireball in the middle of town, did they not? Regardless of those who were affected."
If you don't mind me asking, how did you know it was a fireball that created that? I wasn't even fully sure.
You see Zardoz just continue grinning that shit-eating grin that he's so good at. "Oh, it doesn't take two mages to understand the danger and damage that these spells can do. As I've said, I've got my little birds who feed me various tidbits of information. And I can tell you that it wasn't exactly a Nimblewright that was acting alone. There was a second figure that was seen fleeing from the crowd. A certain half-orc."
Half-orc, you said? It kind of cut off a little bit.
Yes, I did say half-orc.
Half-orc, okay.
Oh. Cut back to earlier that morning. Okay, so what if there's more than one?
All right.
Every puppet has a puppet master. Whoever was controlling the puppet must be somewhere.
Well, how about... What about, say, do you have any locations I should possibly avoid? Because with the way you're saying it, it seems like this could be a danger to your circus as well if they want to take control. You could possibly lose some business you'd possibly lose business in this town if they took control.
Well, I've got nothing really pinpointing things down, but if I were to say avoid a specific area, it'd probably be to avoid an area around Troll Skull Alley. I believe you would probably want to definitely avoid Grelhund Villa.
Grelhund Villa?
Meanwhile, fuck.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Crap.
All right.
Oh, I just got a joke right now. So you know how TFS, whenever they have Krillin who just goes crap.
Yeah.
That's a Lupin the Third reference because Sonny Strait, the voice of Krillin,
He voices Lupin?
he voices Lupin, and Lupin, when he is running from danger, goes crap.
Oh shit! Oh wow! I just
Just got it.
Who's Team 4-Star? I've never heard of him.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Feel like they're washed up.
I just got it.
Anyway, let's continue on.
Yeah.
yeah. This half orc sounds familiar. Do you think is it someone of higher authority, or is it like? Because I feel like I might have seen a half orc before.
Look, you didn't hear this from me, but my little birds have told me that it could not be. I don't know. They didn't get a good look. An individual named Erstal Floxen.
Erstal Floxen, got it. All right.
Mr. Zardoz leans forward and pulls a dagger from his ankle and stabs it onto the table with another really high intimidation of like 17.
Can I roll another insight or something?
Yeah.
1 second.
This one's not as high. You do know that while he's not exactly directly threatening you, he is showing how strong and powerful he is. The dagger does startle and spook you, showing, oh shit, that's a weapon. It's in front of me. It has been used quite aggressively. But if he wanted you dead, you would be dead. He's just sending a message of he doesn't give no fucks. Now,
All right.
Mr.
Well,
Urstel Floxen is a player. I don't know what he's up to, but I've got a pretty good idea. Now,
real quick, by player, do you mean like he's just a part of this plot, or like he's like a player with the ladies?
part of the plot.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna ask you one last time. What are you doing here?
In your
In my town.
I was telling the truth when I said I mostly want to feed the hungry.
He knows that, but he knows, again, with that earlier natural 20, that you're still not telling him everything.
I'm here looking for an item. I don't know what it is, but someone from a far distance wants me and my party to find it. He
leans forward and like splays his fingers and like starts looking like a James Bond villain. Now, would this be who would I have to ask to know about this item? Would it be your friend Norfinas Pride or Groc that would have this information?
None of us would have this information, sir. I'm still trying to figure out what this item. We're still trying to figure out what this item even is. So that I can't help you with. I am giving you complete truth.
Do you know what it at least does?
Nope.
He leans back once again. So, are you here on your own, or did somebody send you?
Oh, I said before someone wanted us to look for an item, so.
So who was it?
That I can't even give an answer for. I have honestly no idea who he is. Like, it feels like he's been lying to us this whole time.
This person who's been lying to you sent you in here. You don't know who this is that sent you. You don't have a name of an individual that sent you here to look for this item?
He holds a high power over me. It's kind of I can't say no, and I can't ask questions to him.
So what's his name? He looks forward, looking all curious and inquisitively.
Ryan Reynolds.
His name, one name he goes by is Ryan. Actually, it's a very human name, yes, but
Ryan.
He has mentioned it
Ryan.
a few times. He likes it, so.
Well, that's not exactly an answer I was expecting. Who the fuck is Ryan?
I don't know, man. Human names are weird. I mean, at least with my name, it works.
Isn't Zard also a human?
Yeah, Zardos is human.
Like, you're actually kind of cool with your name. Like, I've never heard of a guy named Zardos before. Like,
Ah,
Ryan, I've heard a few of those, and it's just like such a weird sounding name. Like,
thanks.
I can respect your name.
You
Rolls off-
flatter me.
It rolls
Can I
off
get
the
like a
tongue.
persuasion? Can I get like a, I don't know, can I get like a charisma check or something to help me out here?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a charisma.
Oh,
Wow.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
He is very much happy to have his ego stroked, and you did a good job of stroking his ego.
Do you mind if I could cook you one? I could cook you one last portion of a meal. So I mean, it looks like you're no offense to you, no offense to your staff here, but their dessert looks mighty fine. But I can always make something better for you on my way out.
No offense
Oh.
to your staff. I'm just going to openly insult their cooking in front of them.
I don't mean to insult. I don't mean to insult any of you. You all seem wonderful from the conversations we've had. I just hold pride in my cooking, and I hope, I hope as a fellow chef, you can respect that as well. I'm saying to the clone that's the chef.
I know you don't say the word clone, but Mr. Zardoz takes a minute to think, smirks a little bit. It's like, yeah, you know, I think you can stick around and you can heal. I think I would like that very much. Yeah, why don't you and my chef go back to the kitchen and prepare me a meal? That sounds pretty nice. And so Mr. Zardoz gets back up. Also, roll me a perception. The DC is extremely low. It's almost one of my fluff rolls. It's
Perception?
sight-based, not smell-based. Even with the 8,
Yeah.
the 8, you notice he's barely touched his food. He didn't draw you here to eat food. He drew you here just to talk to you. So yes, please, I would be more than happy to have you go back to the kitchen and cook me an exquisite dessert. The chef, who's still been standing there in the one of the other corner by the door, walks forward to you and places a hand on your shoulder, not an intimidating one, but still puts his hand on your shoulder, and he speaks to you. Wow, Mr. Zardoz seems to love your cooking. Please, come back to my kitchen. We must prepare a magnificent dessert.
All right.
As I said, it's not intimidating. It's genuine glee.
No, yeah. Yes. I'm not. I was just gonna say, of course. Thank you for leading the way back.
But as you are escorted back towards the kitchen, give me one last give me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Knife in the back.
No knife in the back.
A magical knife in
And
the back.
I'm guessing it's not smell or taste related, huh?
Nope, it's sight.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Oh,
Hey,
That's not
pretty
bad.
good.
yeah.
16. Oh shit.
As this chef has placed his hand on your shoulder, you swear you saw his hand flicker, that the Caucasian white complexion shifts to a dark black for just a second, a split second, a fraction of a nanosecond, as you are escorted back towards the kitchen. And then we're going to end it there and then go back to the other crew. Crap. And we're going to end it for the night.
Oh, thank God.
I'm terrified that Zardos knows who knows Norfinus' name.
I'm
I mean,
very-
hey, he doesn't know anything about Pride, so that's a good thing.
Except your
Yeah,
You
name.
don't know that.
He knows the names, but he doesn't necessarily know anything beyond that.
We don't know that, and I am. Oh, I did good. I think.
You know you're in the lion's den at this point. You know you're a hostage.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, not the first time we've been held hostage.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Oh boy.